Mike, I only
on the 22nd page says jinn and humans.
I don't care, Mike. Mike, I'll tell you straight. It doesn't matter. I don't know, and honestly, I don't really care. Let's say they could. Because you always ask about sex. That's the thing.
Okay. Well, I've only asked once about it, and
on my channel at least twice.
No, I was banned the first time.
Brandon, get rid of this geezer, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Get rid. Brandon, ban me.
I'm not going to ban you. We'll bring you on another time, but right now this is a not productive conversation.
Forget about Jin. Is the petrodollar done or not? Because you said that on.
We can talk about that another channel. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I appreciate it, Mike. We'll another day, not today. All right, guys. I want to thank everyone. We just hit 1,000 people live. So let's keep it up. Keep liking and sharing the stream. And let's bring him up.
Yo,
welcome, Avery.
What's up?
First time on my channel.
Salam Amasi, man. Thanks for letting me up.
Salamun ala man ittabil huda.
What does that mean?
Says peace be upon the ones who follow the guidance.
Okay. All right. Cool. Appreciate it.
It was the same message that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would write when he sent his letter to Heraclius, the Christian emperor of the Byzantine Empire.
Okay.
I figured you might have known that, but
cool. So Rumzi mentioned you accused me of misquoting.
It's back, right? I'm sharing the screen. Can you share it?
Yeah. You accused me of misquoting, right? You accused me of misquoting. Can you tell me what it means to misquote something?
Could you please just read that?
Can you tell me what it means to misquote?
Intentionally leaving out important information that contradicts what you said. Now, please read it.
Well, okay. So when you misquote something, you're intentionally misreading.
Avery.
Don't come on, man.
Just read.
Good, guys, it's already starting, guys. It's already.
You took the time to read Avery. You took the time to read Avery. You took the time.
I can say your name a million times.
You took the time to read.
Sorry, wait. Are you going to talk about what I actually read? Rumzi?
To intentionally omit information.
Are you going to talk about what I actually read?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good.
To intentionally omit. Stop 1 second.
Yeah, what did
to intentionally omit information, knowing it refutes you. That is a misquotation. Yes. Now I'm going to ask you to read. I'm going to ask you to read this portion of the tafsir, the same tafsir you read. I want you to read that.
But before I do that, what did I say?
No. I'm not going to say words.
Rumzi, what did I say I was quoting? Because you said I misquoted. So what did I say I was quoting when I came here?
You mentioned Ibn Kathir. Read it.
But hold on. When I mentioned Ibn Kathir, what did I say I was quoting in Ibn Kathir specifically?
Read it.
No. You said I misquoted. Now you're caught.
Read it.
What did I say I was misquoting?
I'm just going to wait till he reads it, guys. I'm just going to wait till he reads it.
You got caught. So now you misquoted me. You're accusing me of misquoting Ibn Abbas, but you're misquoting me. You lied, and now you're caught. I said I went to Ibn Kathir because
Let
me finish. I said I went to Ibn Kathir's tafsir.
Oh,
because
good. Now
he
read
quotes
what
Ibn
Ibn
Abbas from
Ibn
Al-Bukhari. That's what I said.
Why didn't you? Okay, 1 second. I know. Hold on, 1 second.
Okay.
I explicitly said you quoted Ibn Kathir quoting Bukhari, but you intentionally did not read this next portion.
But hold on.
Hold on. I want you. And now
I'll let you finish. I want to interrupt because I hope I get the same respect. I'm gonna let you finish.
I did not. I don't have any respect for you.
I know you don't. You know.
Good. Well, then good. Good. You know that.
I love you anyway with the love of the Lord.
I did not misquote you.
Despite your hate.
You also love the people who insult your mother, man. I don't take.
I do. I love the people who insult my mother.
I
love the people who insult my Lord. I pray that God rescues them. I pray that God opens their heart and brings them to the truth.
That's fine.
That's true Christian love, man.
I'm sure you love
the devil. I know you're not used to that, but it is what it is.
I don't love the devil. My bad. Anyway, regardless, very simple. The hadith, what do you call it? I quoted you explicitly saying that you quoted this portion. You quoted what Bukhari said in Tafsir ibn Kathir. I said that explicitly. I did not misquote you. I said Avery quoted Bukhari's tafsir. Sorry, not Bukhari. Ibn Kathir's tafsir, where he quotes Bukhari, but he intentionally did not read on this next portion where it says, they altered, distorted, and added to and deleted from them the previous books. You intentionally
that quoting?
You intentionally, this is Ibn Kathir speaking. You intentionally did not read that. You omitted that. Yes, that is a misquotation. You lied right now. I did not misquote you. I explicitly said you quoted Ibn Kathir quoting Bukhari's we call it hadith of Ibn Abbas. Stop playing. Stop trying to hide. Stop trying to play games. I explicitly, I did not misrepresent you. I accurately said what you said, and this is the important part. I pointed out that you intentionally omitted important information.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Intentionally omit information that you know refutes you is absolutely a form of misquotation.
All right, beautiful.
And if I did not misquote,
keep
and if you
going.
did not misquote this, I want you to read this portion. I know you're too afraid to read,
All right, thank
read
you.
it.
I got you. So I didn't interrupt you at all. I let you speak, even though you were full of lies. I did not interrupt you not once. So I hope
Read
that
what
I
I
can
said.
get the same respect. I hope you're not afraid of what I'm going to say. So you just said that you didn't misrepresent me, but you did. You lied and said that I misquoted what I was quoting. When anybody can replay the debate. I literally said, when you go to chapter 3, verse 78 of Ibn Kathir's Tafsir, he quotes Bukhari, who quotes Ibn Abbas.
And you omitted
Excuse
information.
me, I didn't interrupt.
Okay.
I didn't interrupt
You
you.
omitted
I didn't
information.
Avery, I have a question. Can you do
One second,
something for me?
Can I ask a question?
Avery,
Brandon,
They muted me,
Brandon,
guys.
let me, Avery,
They muted
Avery,
me, guys.
Avery, a quick question.
Hold on,
When
hold
you
on, hold on.
intentionally omit information,
Rumzi,
I'm muted. Why am I being muted here?
You're not
Right.
muted. I saw you mute yourself.
Somebody muted me when I was in the middle
All
of
right.
talking.
Anyway, stop whinging.
Yeah,
Okay,
but hold on,
so
Hamza.
listen,
Remember?
were you aware? Just one
Ham-
second.
Hamza,
Was you aware
Hamza,
of the continuation of this?
Yeah. Let
or not?
me. Can I explain, please?
No, just 1 second. I just want to
Yeah,
understand.
I'm
I'm giving
aware
you
of
the
it. I read
benefit
this
of the doubt,
entire-
mate.
I read this entire.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
I know you did. You
I read this
intentionally
entire
omitted
top tier.
information.
I'm giving you the
I
benefit
know
of the
you did.
doubt.
Yep.
Rumzi, one at a time. Hamza, say your
1
message.
second. I'm just giving you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm just hoping that I can speak, guys.
Did you know that there was a continuation of what you read or not? Was you aware of this part?
I read the entire Tafsir. Now, can I finish?
Did you read this part?
I read
Rumzi
all
just
of it.
highlighted?
All of it. Can I finish now?
Right.
So why did you omit this part?
Can I
Why did you
finish?
omit this part?
Can I finish?
Ramsey, 1 second.
Thank
So
you.
you
So-
saying
so
last night in the
Hamza,
debate?
Hamza, can
1
I
second.
finish what I'm saying so that you understand where I'm coming from?
Let me just establish a position first.
But you're establishing something with an interruption.
Right now, I'm trying to establish.
I
I'm just
promise
trying to
you.
establish
I
a
promise
position.
you. Hey,
I'm not interested in
Hamza,
your promises.
I
I'm just-
promise
just
you.
a second.
If
I'm
you
not bothered,
guys
I'm
just
not
let me talk, you would understand my
second.
position and where I'm
I
coming
just
from.
want to understand something.
If you
I'm
want to
trying
understand something, you'll let me talk.
Well, no. Well, we have to ask. Let me ask you the
See,
question first.
This is
See what
why.
you're going
This is
to
why we
respond,
don't.
isn't it?
Look, they try to say that we run from them, but this is what they do when we come.
No.
They
We
mute
try
us.
to
They
establish
talk
Hold on,
over us.
positions.
Avery.
We
No
don't
one's
fall for snake oil
running
salesmanship.
from anybody.
Then let me
Okay.
talk. Why
So-
can't I talk?
Okay. Because I'm asking a question.
But
Have some
you're asking a
courtesy.
question that I'm
Have
about to
some
answer
courtesy.
already in the middle
Have
of me
some
talking.
courtesy and listen to the question,
going, Avery,
and
keep
then you
going.
know what you're responding
Look,
to.
on,
Right, so listen to there now.
on my
Okay.
channel.
So listen here now.
On my channel,
now
we have.
So now we got Rumzi
Anil.
who went on a monologue,
Okay.
and then we
So-
got Hamza
So like I
interrupting
say,
and saying
have some courtesy. Hear my question, and you know what you're responding to.
Okay.
Okay. It's a very simple question. I'm asking.
I bet it is. Y'all too
All
scared
right.
to let me talk.
Okay. Well, no, you can respond once I ask the question.
Okay.
man.
So once
okay.
you ask the question,
So here's the
I have
thing.
the
No.
freedom to
I haven't
interrupt
asked.
you?
1 second, please.
Wait, because I want to make sure that I can answer you. When you
Well,
ask
no,
me,
you don't need to make sure you can answer me.
well,
I'll ask
I
the
do
question.
because
Well, not really.
when
If
Rumzi
you
asked
can't
the
answer me, no.
Hamza, when
I'm not going to
Rumzi
ask
asked
you a
the
question.
you're
I don't need
talking
to
over me.
verify my
When
question.
Rumzi asked the
Determine-
question, you guys
Listen.
the answer.
I don't need to verify whether you can answer my question.
Yes, you
before I
do,
ask my
because as soon as
question,
I
mate.
start asking the question, you're going to interrupt.
No. I'm not going to. I'm
Okay,
just
all
trying
right,
to
well,
verify
all right,
something.
stop
I'm trying
making
to
assumptions.
clarify.
All right, you guys heard him.
My-
You won't interrupt. Go
my
ahead.
Hamza,
question-
ask the question, Hamza. Avery,
Thank you.
answer the question.
Right. It's just a clarification question. Just relax, man. Don't panic. Okay. So the claim that Rumzi's made to you is this: that when you read Ibn Kathir last night and you said you read about this, you quoted this Bukhari hadith, he said you didn't read the part that he's highlighted on the screen right now.
Yep.
Okay. My question is this.
Intentionally.
No,
omitting
Ramsey, relax. I don't know if he did or not. That's what I'm trying. I want to establish this principle. Please, just let me establish it.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So I'm asking Avery, first of all, two questions basically. First question is Rumzi correct in saying that you didn't read the part that he's highlighted?
Correct.
That's the first
He's
question.
correct in that. Go ahead.
He's correct in that.
Uh-huh.
Second thing, were you aware of what it said?
Yes, I was aware. I am
Thank
aware.
Right. So you
So
knew
now
that
can I?
one
can I
second, just
finish?
final thing, then I'm
All
shut
right.
up. Okay.
All right.
So Ramsey's correct. You were aware of what it said. You knew that what extra thing would have affected your position. So you deliberately didn't read the part that you know was there.
Incorrect.
Ramsey didn't misquote you.
Okay.
Ramsey
Wait, you said you was
quoted
gonna
you
ask me a
exactly
question
as what
to
you
establish my
did.
position.
Okay, now
Okay.
you can speak. Now you can speak.
Now I can speak. Okay, cool. So now we had Rumzi who spoke uninterrupted. We have
Stop
Hamza who spoke
whinging. Stop
uninterrupted.
whinging. Just
So
respond.
now here we go. So no. So the conclusion
Stop
that you have.
whining.
Oh my goodness, guys. 2 words. 2 words. Thank you. So the conclusion that you came to that Rumzi was right that I purposely omitted or misquoted Ibn Kathir's tafsir. The conclusion to that is absolutely false. Because and now let me tell you why. No, keep it up, please. Keep it on the screen, please. Can you please keep the tafsir?
Bring it back.
Please bring it back. I'm about to show you how you just got yourself caught. Guys, he doesn't even understand
what
what
got caught.
You just admitted to what I exactly said you did.
Both of you did.
What did I get caught in?
Can you please put the tafsir back on the screen?
Listen, what did I get caught in?
Look, guys, they're not even putting it back up. Look at
What
these
did I
guys,
get caught
man.
in?
This is
What did I get caught
crazy.
Hey, Avery, before
Avery, I asked you to read it like 20 times. You intentionally did
Cowboy,
One second.
back on the
Look, I'll
screen?
put it back up.
Hey, Avery, what did I get caught? If you demonstrate what you're going to demonstrate.
So now,
what did I get caught
and
in?
watch this, guys. Hamza's already interrupting when he said he wouldn't.
What did I get caught
Because
in?
you're
saying extra stuff.
Don't panic, brother.
You're saying extra stuff, mate.
Don't panic, brother.
Don't panic here, mate.
Don't
You're
panic.
saying extra
Now
stuff.
watch this, guys. Now watch this. Watch this.
Let him score.
So what I said is that I'm quoting Ibn Kathir, who quotes Ibn Abbas from Sahih Bukhari.
Right.
That's what I said. So what did I read? I read where Bukhari quotes Ibn Abbas.
And
I quoted where he also quotes Wahb bin Munabi. Please be quiet. Hold your point. Please hold your peace.
Hold on. You said you
hold your peace. It's my turn to talk.
Fine. Go ahead.
Thank you. So why didn't I read the further parts in the hadith, which, by the way, it's not Ibn Kathir's words. You said Ibn Kathir speaking there. It's not Ibn Kathir. It's Ibn Abi Hatim recorded this statement. So that's Ibn Abi Hatim, not Ibn Kathir speaking. You didn't even know that. You got caught there.
Wait a minute. No.
Wait. Hey, guys, come on.
No, but you're wrong.
All of this,
come on.
Not true.
This is all free. This is all free.
This is all free.
This is all free. You're wrong.
You're wrong, though. That's the thing. You say things.
This is
all
all free. Hey, guys.
But you're wrong.
Guys, look, and
they muted me.
They muted me.
One second. Look at this.
They muted me.
One second. Hamza, look at this. As for Allah, this is a quotation.
Guys, they muted me on the channel. They said they wouldn't interrupt. They just muted me again. This is the second time they muted me.
Avery, shut up.
Second time they muted me.
As for Allah, look at this. As for Allah,
I'm not done, Rumzi. I'm not done.
You've been done. You were done.
No, I wasn't done. You guys muted me.
As for Allah,
I'm not done, Rumzi. So I guess we're just going to talk over each other because the Muslims are too cowardly to actually have a discussion. You're too cowardly to have a discussion. Yeah, I know. You're choking over there. You're choking. So, guys,
you got me.
So right here, and
Avery, if you're gonna come on my channel and act like this, and you're gonna insult us, then I'm not gonna give you a platform. I'm not gonna give you a platform if you're gonna act like this.
Now they're playing victim. Now they're playing victim.
Avery, no one's playing the victim. You're playing the bully. You're trying to bully people.
Moderate and allow me to actually get a turn to speak.
Look,
now
everyone be quiet. Rumzi,
they muted me again.
Give him the rope.
Look again.
Right now, there's nothing to look at, Avery.
Yeah, it is.
Chill out. You're very immature.
You're too scared.
Nobody's scared here.
Look, I'm ready for y'all to stuff. Y'all about to kick me pretty soon.
I understand how you work, Avery.
Guys, they're about to help me pretty soon.
So you can make shorts. You do this so you can make shorts, so that you can try to show that you are on some moral high horse.
1, 2, 3 of you guys that are too nervous to actually have this conversation. Look at them.
You call us playing the victim, and yet you're playing the victim.
Look at me. It's me against y'all, man. I'm chilling.
So at the end of the day, all of this that's on screen is from Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Whenever it says Ibn Abi Hatim recorded, this is Ibn Kathir saying Ibn Abi Hatim recorded.
Are those Ibn Kathir's words?
But Brandon, look.
Are those Ibn Kathir's words?
All of this is Ibn Kathir's words.
As for Allah's book,
so he just said all of it is Ibn Kathir's words, guys. Not even they understand what they're reading when it comes to Tafsir.
What we do.
One second.
Are these all Ibn Kathir's words, Hamza?
Okay, do you not understand what Ibn Kathir does?
Yes, he quotes people. Are these his words?
Right. 1 second.
He quotes people.
Right. So he quotes
Quran, he quotes a hadith.
Yeah.
He
quotes
quoted Bukhari. He
Listen,
quoted Ibn Abi Hatim. He quoted Wahb bin
Right.
Nabi.
Okay. You said you made this claim that this second part isn't by Ibn Kathir. It's by Ibn Hatim.
Hold
Is
on
that
one
what you
second.
said?
I'm showing you
It's
live.
not
As
correct.
for Allah,
He,
one
he
second.
quotes he quotes Ibn Abi Hatim.
One second, Ramsey.
And-
One second.
Yeah, let me answer Hamza. He asked me a question. He quotes Ibn Abi Hatim. What
Yes.
I referenced was specifically Bukhari's quote of Ibn Abbas. That's
And you
why.
intentionally
That's why the
omitted
bottom
what
part,
comes
guys.
after.
Hamza, let
And
me
you
finish
intentionally
answering
omitted
Hamza.
And
what
this
comes
is why
Can
I'm
I
going to put
finish?
on
Can I
screen
finish
when
answering Hamza?
Bukhari quotes
my
Ibn
goodness,
Abbas,
this is
which is right
crazy.
here,
This is crazy,
right
guys.
here. No, this is not
crazy.
crazy.
Dude,
This is
Right
free
here
talk,
on
you mate.
screen,
guys, they
if
muted me
you
one more
look
time.
at the actual words,
This is too easy,
he even
man.
says that this is a
This is
weak
too
hadith.
easy. This is too easy.
This is a weak hadith. It is too easy.
This is
It's a
too
weak
easy.
hadith, man.
Wait, who says it's
It
weak?
is a. It says right here that this is a weak hadith.
That,
Bukhari uses weak hadith in chapter
wait,
headings.
wait.
When he
It says.
talks about chapter headings,
Uh,
he uses
wait.
weak hadith.
just.
Okay.
this-
Wait.
no,
Actually,
wait,
this
wait.
reminds me. What was the hadith number, Avery?
Wait.
By the
Hold on, because
way-
you guys are bringing up.
No,
too
what
much
was the
stuff. Let me
hadith
address
number you
one-
were bringing
Let me
us?
address one thing at a time.
No. It's the
Muslim
same. It's the
Cowboy.
same point.
Wait, stop, Hamza. Let me address
Okay.
Muslim Cowboy. Muslim Cowboy, you said
Yeah.
that he says that this is weak.
Yes, when he's
Where does he say
quoting
that?
Ibn Abbas in this,
Uh-huh.
Bukhari sometimes refers to weak hadith in chapter headings.
Where does he say this is
for the
weak?
hadith itself?
Where does he say this is a weak statement?
Here in the chapter heading.
So he says
This is a weak statement.
Wait, just to be clear, you're saying in this statement he says this statement by Ibn Abbas is weak.
Yes.
Okay, can you show me? Can you highlight the part where it says it's weak?
Okay, Avery, you don't understand. You're trying to speak to things about you don't
Oh
understand.
no.
I'll give you an example.
We got resources. Hold on, let me
Do you
do it.
understand? Do you understand what it means?
Don't put your cape on yet. Don't put your cape on
Avery,
yet.
Ramsey, just a second.
Don't put your cape on
When
yet.
I'm- If
And
I'm
he's even
talking,
saying right
let me
here.
talk. When you're talking, I won't talk, Ramsey. Okay. Let me just
Yeah.
ask to explain something to Avery. Do you understand what it means when Bukhari doesn't give a number to a narration? Do you understand
Hold
what it
on.
means?
Let Muslim Cowboy solidify.
No. Answer that question first of
Let
all.
him solidify
Do you understand it or not?
Let him solidify this. What
Do
did
you
that say right
understand it
there?
or not?
Hold on.
He will.
Hold on,
He
Hamza.
will lock it in. He will.
Hold on,
I'm just
Hamza.
asking you, Avery.
Cowboy.
I'm trying to
What
understand
does
your
that highlighted
understanding.
version say?
Avery, do you
Yeah,
understand?
I know, because he's caught. What does it say
No,
right
it's
there?
Nobody's caught, mate.
Okay,
Only
well,
your court.
So
Only your
hey,
court.
stop putting on your cape.
Okay.
Let
I'll
him
say it
talk.
again to you.
Hold on,
I'll
hold
ask you the
on,
question
guys,
again.
Hold on 1 second.
We're going to test your knowledge of understanding what's going on. Okay. Rumzi, please, forgive me, please. I know you want to speak. Just let me speak when I'm speaking, yeah? And then when you're speaking, I'll shut up. Okay? Yeah. I need to understand what he's saying. Oh, look at him putting that stupid apron on. Yeah, right, mate. You're delusional, dude.
Hold
Look at
on
this guy.
fellas.
I'm a performing seal.
Hey,
Anyway,
hold on.
Right. Anyway, so let's show your audience your understanding of his
fellas, because
Let's demonstrate.
Hamza,
Let's show-
Rumzi, and Muslim
let's
Cowboy
show
are
it.
both on all three on the skillet.
Let's show it.
Let's show it. All right.
Okay. So, can you explain to your audience, right,
Not yet.
what it means when Bukhari doesn't put a number to his hadith?
Not yet. First,
No. You have to.
Yeah,
you have
in a
It's
second.
the question.
In a second.
Can I answer the question,
First,
please, mate?
first we're gonna establish.
No, we
Muslim
will establish
Cowboy,
it. We will
Highlight the
establish
part
it.
where. Hey, Hamza, relax.
It's all highlighted.
No,
right here,
no.
the chapter heading,
Highlight the part where
and
it says
that which
statement
is
by
written.
Ibn Abbas is weak. Please.
This is mentioned by other hadith scholars that
You said you said in the header. You said in the header.
No, I said this. The header itself is weak.
Well, but wait, no. You said that Bukhari. You said that Bukhari
But
says
weak
in the
hadith-
header that it's weak.
In its chapter headings.
Right, I said-
So now this is different now, guys.
Avery, we're teaching you here.
See, guys,
School's open.
when you all you got to do is press
Avery,
these guys
school's
when they get
open.
caught.
So when you look at this,
Avery,
All you got to do is
do you
press them
not
when they get
agree,
caught.
Chef Avery? Do
Avery,
you not
Avery.
agree that what is in the chapter heading is not what is in the hadith?
No.
Do you agree or not agree?
No, I do not. I believe that the
So
you have
you believe that what is in the chapter heading
let me
is the exact same wording as the hadith itself.
Can I answer?
I'm asking yes or no.
Okay.
Yes or no question.
Let me answer.
No, yes or no. Is the chapter
I'm gonna
heading
answer-
the exact
I'm gonna
same
answer
as the
in full.
hadith?
I'm going to answer in full.
He's running away. Is the chapter heading
now
the
I'm
same as
running
the
away,
hadith?
guys.
You are. I mean, you
Now
don't
I'm
answer it.
running away
Is
when I
the
can't
chapter
even
heading
speak.
the same as the hadith?
I'm gonna just wait till you let me speak.
Is the
I don't
chapter
even-
heading the same as the
even
hadith?
Let me
explicitly
know
You
when
say
said it's the same. You said no, it's not different. You said it's the same. So his Avery's statement.
Let me know
is
when you want me
the
to
chapter
speak.
headings. I asked you a question. You won't answer it.
I'm waiting to speak.
Brandon,
No,
I
you're
sent
not.
you the reference. Ibn
I've
Hajar
asked you the question and you won't answer it.
I'm just waiting.
No, well, you're not waiting because
Okay.
we've allowed you to speak and you
So,
won't speak.
so Rumzi got caught. Hamza had to shut him up. Now it's Brandon's turn.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
No,
not.
no,
By
no,
the way,
no,
Brandon,
no, no,
Brandon,
no,
Brandon,
no.
I
That's
just
what
sent you the
happened.
reference. I just sent you the reference. Ibn Hajar
Hey,
said that
Rumzi,
this is
calm
not-
down, man.
I
Hamza
asked
told
you a
to calm
question. You
down.
didn't answer it. What
I just-
happened? I asked you a
already told you to
question.
calm down.
I asked you a
Relax.
question. I asked you a question. You didn't answer it. I asked you a question. You didn't answer it. Yeah? I asked you a very simple question. Yeah? And you did your stakeholder salesman tactics. That's what you do, mate. Because you don't answer questions. Your
Guys,
gamesmanship
bro.
don't work with me, dude. Your rhetoric don't
Guys,
work
bro,
with me.
and a serious.
I ask
Avery,
questions.
on a
My
serious
Avery,
questions are
Avery, let me
piercing.
ask you a question.
Nobody's
this
highlighted
highlighted section-
Nobody's
Does
ever
this
left on this.
Avery, does this
So why you
highlighted
asking me
section have
another
a number? Avery, does this highlighted section have a number?
It doesn't have a number. Now, can I
Okay,
expound
so
on
it's not part of the
that? Can I
collection.
expound on that? Actually.
Oh.
So now,
what do you know?
so wait, so are you saying
Brandon,
are
Brandon, show this
you saying
screenshot.
that hadith headers are not part of hadith?
It's not
They
numbered.
don't have to be.
Wait,
They're not
wait,
always part of the hadith.
Wait,
And
that's
it's
not what I asked
very
you.
clear.
Brandon,
that
I sent you the reference that repeats
Guys,
him.
let him answer the question. Stop trying to help him. Brandon,
There's no,
are you
there's no need to help me.
are you saying that headers in hadith collection are not part of the hadith collection?
Many of the time, no, they're not. part
Many of the
hadith
time,
collection.
no, they're not, but sometimes they are. Is that correct?
Sometimes they are.
All
And
right.
if they're given a number, they are.
No,
Here,
they don't
is
have
there
to
a
be given
number?
They don't have to be
You're right.
given a number.
But does this one have a number?
Yeah. So
One
did
second,
you know?
Brandon.
Did you know that your sources quote Ibn Abbas's statement?
Avery, can you tell me where you get that information from?
Ibn
One
Qayyim-
second,
Ibn-
Avery, you got to answer my
Qayyim
questions,
uses it.
mate.
Wait,
You
wait.
got to answer questions.
Hamza, why
No,
is
you
it that every
make it-
time I'm talking,
I am not going to allow you. No,
Hamza's
no.
trying to
I'll
interrupt
explain.
me?
I'll explain. I'll
Why
explain
is
why
he
I'm
trying to
interrupting you.
interrupt me every time
I'll
I'm
explain why I'm
talking?
interrupting.
Man,
I'll explain why I'm
let the
interrupting.
stove heat up just a little bit, brother. Just a
I'll
little
explain
bit.
why I'm interrupting.
No,
yeah?
I
When
don't.
you
I
start
don't
making
care why
false
you
claims.
don't interrupt me at all.
No. You're going to get fact checked here, bro. You ain't
Well,
going to get
don't
away with your
interrupt
nonsense.
me at all. We're
Your
gonna fact
people
check
lap
each
it
other.
up. They think you know what you're talking about.
we can
We're going to
fact check
demonstrate
each
today you
other,
don't know what
man.
you're talking about. Very, very
We
simply.
can fact check each
So
other.
I'll say it
yo.
again to you.
What we
You
doing
made a
here?
claim. I made a claim. You made the claim.
You're making
right?
a fool of
The-
yourself
the
is what you're
hadith-
doing.
I think that the Three Stooges are making a fool of themselves.
Well, no, we see you
well,
running from the question.
It says the guy who's
But
wearing a
you see me-
We're
cosplay
going to
outfit.
dealing
demonstrate your
with the
ignorance
question,
today.
And as soon as you get
We
cornered,
ain't going to
one
get away.
tries to ask
We
the
ain't going to get away with your
cosplay
false
artist.
premises and building your arguments on false premises.
Hey
It's just what
guys,
happens.
this is all good,
All
man.
right? Your audience don't lap it up. We don't. Okay.
That's
You
all.
said we
Your,
told
your,
you
your
something.
audience is my
One
audience.
second.
You didn't even know
One
that.
second. We said to you, you said to us you
No,
were
you
going to bring
cut
the
me
number
off.
of
Do
the
you think
hadith.
I'm going to listen to you? You cut me off.
First thing, Avery, do you have the number of the hadith you
Hamza,
promised John
Hamza,
you was
you
going to
was
bring?
cutting me
or not?
off, bro. What do you expect us to be?
Do you have the number of the hadith?
Notice that.
support you,
Notice,
you
by the
said
way,
you was going to
guys,
bring.
when Hamza came to my channel,
Oh,
I
stop
let him
whinging. Stop
uninterrupted.
whining to your crowd. Stop
I let him
whining to
speak.
them.
I
Stop
come to
whining.
their platform. I can't
You
even
know what?
get
If
3
you
words
answered the
out.
questions,
I can't
you'd
even
be
get
able
3
to
words
speak.
out.
He's just gonna keep playing the victim. He's just gonna keep playing the victim.
And that's all he does.
Perpetual
That's what he
victim.
wants to do.
These
To
guys are
show
perpetual.
wine to his people.
Why
We demonstrate you know nothing.
why don't we just let people
Why are you
talk?
afraid of the question?
Why don't
are you
we
afraid
why
of the
don't we
question?
allow each other to
Why
talk?
can't you just answer the question
Why
without
don't we allow
whining?
each other to talk?
Can't you answer the question without whining?
Why don't we allow each other to talk?
All right. So answer the question.
So let's relax. Let's let
Okay.
each
What's
other
my
talk.
question? What's my question?
Look,
then?
Hamza, you're asking me about the number, okay? So
No,
you asked me about the number.
What did I ask you?
Muslim Cowboy asked me about the header. Rumzi asked me about the top tier. Notice
Avery,
these were. Let me
Avery, it's
finish,
all the same
dude.
thing,
Oh my
mate.
goodness, good lord!
Avery,
These
it's all
were
the same
3
thing.
different questions. These were 3
Avery,
different questions that I've
It's all the
dealt
same
with.
topic, mate.
I dealt with Rumzi's top
No, you
seer of
didn't.
his lie. He got caught.
No, you
I
didn't.
dealt with
Did
Muslim
not, did not,
Cowboys lying
did not,
about
did
it saying in the header that it's weak and it doesn't
No, you
say that.
didn't.
And
You
then
didn't.
now I'm dealing with you. So can I deal with y'all one time?
I'll
One at a
explain
time?
something. You didn't do what you just said you did.
Brandon, I'm sorry. I'm Brandon. There's a problem here. There's a problem here. Number one, Avery, you did not catch me on anything. The tafsir says, as for books of Allah, this is a quotation.
Who says
they are
that?
still preserved? Because I'm going to tell you, shut up.
Yeah, who says
as
it?
for
Just
Allah's
who
books,
says it?
because you would know by now if you'd shut up. As for Allah's books, they are still preserved and cannot be changed. Ibn Hatim recorded this statement.
Oh,
However, this is the part I read.
Who did I quote?
However,
Who did I quote?
for this. Let me cook. Hold on, be quiet. Let me cook.
Mhm.
However, if Wahab meant the books that are currently in the book, the hands of the people of the book,
Mhm.
then we should state there is no doubt they have they altered,
Mhm.
distorted, added to, and deleted from them.
Nice.
That is indeed the words of Ibn Kathir. You are the liar. You have been caught. You should burn your hat because you got cooked.
All right, now, thank you. See,
If you want these
notice-
sunglasses, I can get you a free
I
pair. Dollar over
appreciate
these
you,
sunglasses.
Rumzi. So notice how I let you speak. I'm not afraid of anything you bring because you don't got anything, bro. So now let me address you. So this is what you did at best, Rumzi. You actually put Ibn Abi Hatim and Wab bin Munabi on the skillet themselves. You did a great job doing that because this is what you did. All you did, Rumzi, now pay attention. What you did is you showed how Ibn Abi Hatim contradicts what Wab bin Munabi says. Because Wab bin Munabi
Ibn Kathir's words.
let me
Ibn
finish.
Kathir's saying
Let
this.
me dude.
No,
let me
what
Ibn
he's
Kathir's saying
let
this.
me
you're not
finish.
reading what Ibn Kathir is
Look
even
at how
saying.
One
cowardly
second. One
these
second. One
guys
second.
are.
One second. Look.
This is
One second.
amazing.
It says,
Rumzi, I let you talk, did I not?
Shut up.
I
Shut up.
let you
As for
talk. No,
Allah's
look
books,
at you.
they
Look
are
at
still
him.
preserved. Mute this guy. Mute this guy.
I
Mute
let
this
you
guy.
know.
Look,
Yeah, mute me,
he
guys.
keeps lying
Look, he's
to his
telling them to
teeth.
mute me
He
now.
can't take the L.
Because you're
This
caught
guy can't take
again.
the L.
All
Hold
you
on, be
did
quiet.
was show
Brandon, mute
that
this
they
guy.
contradict each
It
other.
says, as
So
for
what you have
Allah's
in the
books,
tafsir
Brandon,
are
I'm not gonna
two
talk over him.
scholars
Mute him.
that contradict
Okay,
each
Brandon,
other.
mute him.
And they
Look
muted
at
me,
this.
guys.
As for Allah's
muted me
books,
again.
watch this. As for
Guys,
Allah's
they're
books,
gonna
they are
keep
still
muting me
preserved.
because they're
Be
scared.
quiet.
They cannot
Be
handle
quiet.
this.
Be quiet.
They
Be
cannot
quiet.
handle
Let me be
this.
scared.
Look,
Let me be scared.
Avery,
You guys
whenever
are
you want to
cowards,
speak, I'll
man.
let you speak.
You guys
What's
are
up?
cowards.
I'll
It
let you
says,
speak,
as
Avery.
for
No, but no,
he's
your turn. You're cutting me off
he's
right
trying
now.
to save
You're muting
face
me.
now. He's trying to save
You're
face
muting
now.
me, Brandon.
He knows he was aware of
Brandon
this
is
and
muting me.
intentionally omitted it.
He's
Now he's
muting
trying
me,
to make
ladies and
excuses.
gentlemen.
As
Afraid
for
of
the
what I
book,
have to say,
as for
afraid of
Allah's books,
debate,
they are still
afraid of
preserved
debate.
and cannot be
They're
changed.
cowards.
Ibn Hatim
They are
recorded
cowards.
this statement. Ibn Hatim
They are
recorded this
cowards.
statement. Ibn Hatim recorded which statement?
Absolute
This previous
cowards.
statement right here. The next
This is what
part,
happens when you go on Muslim platforms.
however,
The
if
biggest
Wahab,
of
this is by
them, the
Ibn
best of
Kathir.
them, they can't deal with
However,
you.
if Wahab meant
Because this
the
stuff
books
is
are currently
irrefutable.
in the hands
The
of the
best that they
people of the
got
book,
are
then we
stuff
should
that's gonna
state
show
that
their
there
stuff
is no
contradicts
doubt
you.
that
That's the
they
best that they're gonna show,
altered,
guys. They have me muted
distorted,
on Muslim
added
Cowboys
to,
channel, though.
and deleted from them. This is Ibn Kathir's words. Avery, put your head on the chopping block. For God's sake, take that hat off. You should be on the chopping block right now. You've been chopped. Everyone, you know that cooking show? You've been chopped, Avery. Very simple. These are the words of Ibn Kathir. You intentionally omitted them. I am not lying. I am not misrepresenting you. You've been caught on a blatant, intentional hiding of this information. You intentionally hid this information. No, you said it yourself. You
All
read
right.
the tafsir.
Rumzi.
He said it himself. He read the tafsir, but intentionally omitted this. You have been exposed. Take the L. You've been chopped.
Brandon, is it my turn?
Avery. Yep,
Okay.
go ahead.
I appreciate it. So, what Rumzi you have done is you've made things worse. You made matters worse, my guy. And now my apron is getting a little dirty, man, from cooking you this good. What you have done, look, he's already interrupting. What you have done is you have shown that Ibn Abi Hatim and Wab bin Munabi contradict each other. Wab bin Munabi is very clear, ladies and gentlemen, and he read it, that none of Allah's books have been changed. They remain as Allah revealed them. That's what he says. And what he continues to say is, but they rely on books that they wrote themselves. So the Torah and the Gospel, according to Wab bin Munabi, are unchanged. They have it. They haven't changed the actual books of Allah, but what they've done is they've made books that they've made up themselves, and they claim it's the word of God. And what Ibn Abi Hatim says is that if Wab bin Munabi is talking about the books that they have, then we should take the position that those actually are distorted and they've corrupted them. So he contradicts what Wab bin Munabi says. So what you're showing me, Rumzi, is that your scholars contradict each other. So you pick and choose, man. You're driving the bus. Look, you got the key.
At the end of the day,
this is Ibn Kathir's statement.
Hey, just
Rumzi.
Are you that slow?
Rumzi, it doesn't matter.
Just 20 seconds.
We're arguing over.
Just 20 seconds.
No, I understand that.
20 seconds.
I understand that he didn't mention it yesterday.
Please,
he didn't
20
read the whole
seconds
thing.
to land, please. 20 seconds.
Slow.
20 seconds to land. But look, Rumzi got caught.
What?
Please, 20. Just literally, it's 20 seconds. Like that's at most that all I need to just land my plane.
Avery, don't beg like your God did. Don't beg like your God.
So where Rumzi messed up,
So
where Rumzi messed up, guys, he lied about me misquoting the tafsir. I specifically mentioned Bukhari quoting Ibn Abbas. I didn't mention anybody else about the lower parts. So I quoted exactly what I said I was going to quote.
No, but that's incorrect.
And the later part of the tafsir contradicts.
But you didn't quote
that's
the
incorrect.
what
You omitted information. You omitted information. Are you a buffoon?
You're done. You're done.
You omitted information. You
Look,
buffoon.
Avery, that's incorrect. what you said.
Avery and Rumzi, no more done stuff. I'm tired of the childish talk. Let's try to have a really intellectual conversation because I want progress to be made here. Look, you don't have to agree with us. I don't care. I mean, you have a different belief, whatever. But at least let's give the respect to what we're looking at, the respect it deserves. If we're looking at, Christian sources, then we're going to give it the respect that they're writing about, whether we agree with it or not. And I'm asking both of you to do this. Let's like take the conversation a step higher. Now, what it's talking about here, whether or not two scholars disagree with each other, because there are ulama who have said things that we are in complete disagreement with about the qadr of Allah. You have the qadariyya. You have a lot of people who have had beliefs in Islamic history that we don't hold in our traditional Ahlul Sunnah. So you might even have different opinion, a debate with us than you would have with a Shia or with an Ismaili or with a, an extreme Sufi or whatever, right? So at the end of the day, people, ulama, having differences of opinion on things is not a problem. But the key here that I want to point out is that right here, when it talks about, however, the people misguide others by addition and false interpretation, relying on books that they wrote themselves, we're saying that is the Bible. And that is what John was saying, is that these other books that they're writing is not the Torah and the Injil. Because if someone takes the Quran, and the reason this is my belief of it, if I take a Quran and I take out a few pages, I add stuff to it, and then I give it to my children, that's no longer the Quran that I gave them. But have I changed the Quran? No, I changed books that I wrote with myself, other things that I've given misinterpretations of myself. But the Quran will always be preserved. And this is what's interesting about that same hadith that's mentioned about Ibn Abbas in Sahih Bukhari in verse number 55. It's talking about the Lawh al-Mahfuz. Bal huwa fi Qur'anin Majid fi Lawh al-Mahfuz. The Quran is preserved in the Lawh al-Mahfuz with the other revelations. So Allah will preserve whatever He preserves in the Lawh al-Mahfuz because it can't be distorted from there. But on earth, anybody can take a Quran, they can take a Bible, or they can take the Injil and the Torah, the book that was given to Noah. We don't know what it was. We don't have it anymore, but it doesn't mean that Noah wasn't given revelation. And other prophets who were given revelation doesn't mean that weren't. I mean, even the Bible itself, it talks about the books of Nathan. We don't have a book of Nathan in the Bible. We have Nathan mentioned, but we don't have the book that was mentioned in the Bible itself, talking about a book that was given to him that he wrote from. And there's other examples of this. So just because we don't have something doesn't mean that it's removed from the Lawh al-Mahfuz. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying. Can I give a little response to that? My thoughts on what you just said? Okay. So,
yeah, sure thing.
So look, when we continue the tafsir, right? Continuing the tafsir, he actually qualifies what he means by we should say that these books are distorted and changed. Now, talking about omission of information, let's make sure that we don't omit information. It says, for instance, the Arabic versions of these books contain tremendous error, many additions and deletions, and an enormous misinterpretation. So he's not even talking about he's talking about translations of the actual scriptures. Then he says, those who rendered these translations have incorrect comprehension in most, rather all of these translations. That's
in the second part, but the first part, it says, however, if the books that are currently in the hands of the people of the book, then we should state that there's no doubt.
No, because he finishes it.
For instance, the Arabic version. So it's making a difference.
No, he doesn't.
Right? It's saying all of that which is in their hands.
No,
there's no doubt that it's altered and distorted.
No, it doesn't. No.
For instance, the Arabic versions, which they had other access to, they contain tremendous error.
No, let me finish it. I wasn't even done, bro.
For example,
I didn't interrupt anybody, man. Can I just?
You're right, and I appreciate that.
All right, so can I?
I didn't mean.
You're not the only one on stage.
Can I finish?
If I was to say right now, the Bible has been corrupted. For instance,
I didn't get to
KJV.
finish my thought.
One second.
You interjected.
Finish
my thought.
If I was to say the Bible is corrupted, for instance, the KJV.
Right?
Be quiet. Just be quiet. If I was to
I'm
say
talking
the
to
Bible is
host,
corrupted,
he
I know you're
spoke-
scared. I know you're
you
scared.
said
You're
it was
scared.
allowing me to speak,
Keep
but
whining,
now I'm
keep
not able
whining,
to speak right
keep
now.
whining, keep whining, keep whining. If
Ram-
I was to say right now,
Ramsey, let him respond to what the Cowboy just said.
Thank you.
I'm trying to. If the Bible, if I, just, I'll just make this very quick.
You're not.
If I say the Bible has been
you should
corrupted,
you should just sit back, dude. Just let me and Brandon.
Just
talk
let
a
him
little bit.
respond to what the Cowboy just said,
Yeah.
and then you can respond to what he says.
So look, so Cowboy, I understand everything that you're saying, right? As for Allah's books, they are still preserved and cannot be changed, right? But then he says, Ibn Abi Hatim recorded this statement. However, if Wahb bin Munabi meant the books that are currently in the hands of the people of the book, currently in the hands, then we should state that there is no doubt about that they altered, distorted, and deleted them, right? For instance, so what is it that they have in their hands according to this statement? For instance, they have translations of their scriptures, not the actual scripture. They have the translations, Arabic versions of them, right? Now, when we go down to it, as we just to save time, I already quoted that part. He says at the bottom, look, if Wahb meant the books of Allah that he has with him, then indeed these books are preserved and were never
As I said,
changed,
with
right?
the Lawh al-Mahfuz.
So you're talking about the
above in the
tablets,
heavens.
right? You're talking about the tablets. So what I'm saying here is the stuff that he's saying are distorted are not even the actual scriptures, but are translations of the scriptures, not even the Hebrew or the Greek.
Where is not? No, it's not even translations.
Brandon,
It's first.
Brandon,
It's talking about before it says that. Before it says translation, if it means the books that are currently in the hands, Baina Aydihim, right? Because the Jews of Medina, it is known that their books were in Hebrew, and one of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, went and learned Hebrew in an authentic hadith. I'm not sure if it was Anas ibn Malik, but he went and learned Hebrew so that he could have, they could have discourse between them and other delegations, right? So we do know that they did have it in Hebrew as well as Arabic. So it was in Arabic for sure. But this is just right here when it says, for instance, I believe that this is just telling us that they're an example of what they did have at that time to the Ibn Kathir and Ibn Abi Hatim. They are saying, well, we have these Arabic ones, so these have a lot of tremendous errors, etc., etc. But the first statement is saying, however, if he means the books that are currently in the hands, this means any of the books that are in their hands.
Brandon,
That's what it seems like the text is saying.
I have to add this, Brandon. If I was to say right now, the Bible, watch this. If I was to say the people of the Bible has been corrupted, altered, distorted, added to, and deleted from it. For example, for instance, the KJV, the story of the adulterous woman, is fake news. Does that mean that I'm only acknowledging the KJV is corrupted? No, that's not the only thing. That's an example. Avery's trying to say that this example, yeah, I agree. He gives this example, but nowhere does he limit it to this example. He says, for instance, in other words, this is just one instance. This is one example. Again, this is just Avery's special pleading. He makes it crystal clear. Once again, this is a statement from Ibn Kathir. He quotes Ibn Abi Hatim. However, if Wahab meant the books that are currently in the hands of, he quotes Ibn Abi Hatim, and then he's explaining what Wahab said earlier.
No,
he says, what do you call it? However, if Wahab meant the books that are currently in the hands of the people of the book, then we should state, this is Ibn Kathir speaking, Avery, explicitly said, we should state that there is no doubt that they altered, distorted, added to, and deleted from them. So it's very crystal clear. I know clear as black and white, clear as day is still never going to be good enough for you. Regardless, it's clear as day what Ibn Kathir is saying here, and you intentionally omitted this. I'm sticking to that. You intentionally omitted this knowing what it says. You can keep smiling, but you've been chopped. The chef has been chopped. Very simple. And then it says, for instance, and it gives the example of Arabic versions. The instance is not all encompassing. It's an example.
All right. Can I respond?
At the end of the day,
okay, I can't respond.
I mean, for us, I have no problem if a person even comes and says that, okay, well, the books that are even with them in the Arabic, at the end of the day, we have narrations that have been preserved telling us what they had, what they didn't have, and it differs to the Bible that we have today. And so for me, I would say that whichever one is closer to the Torah that was revealed to Moses, closer to the Injil that was revealed to Jesus, there is a discrepancy, right? And I think that is all that John was trying to say yesterday, is that there's no monolith, right, in manuscript tradition and what different communities have in different places.
Yeah. Is it all right? So, okay. So, this is where we're getting mixed up here. When Ibn Abbas says that the words cannot be changed, And then Wahb bin Munabi goes into more detail and says that none. Let's just read what he says, man, because he doesn't explain what he says. He contradicts what Wahb bin Munabi says. Wahb bin Munabi says the Torah and the Injil remain as Allah revealed them, and no letter in them was removed. However, people misguide others by addition and false interpretation, relying on books that they wrote themselves. So they have possession of the Torah and the gospel. They remain unchanged. However, they abandon those and some of them start relying on books that they wrote themselves, trying to pose it as if it's God's word. Ibn Kathir contradicts what Wahb bin Munabi says and says, well, God. Actually, we have to stop you at this point.
We have to stop you at this point.
Let me finish, man.
No, you can't. You
guys spoke back to back 3 times. I didn't get this. I didn't.
No, but you can't keep doing this.
Well, you can't
keep showing this ignorance.
You guys can't keep doing what you're doing.
No.
You can say that it's ignorant all day. I can say that you're ignorant, but I still didn't interrupt, bro.
No, but you can't keep.
Let's have decorum.
You can't keep doing what you're doing.
Let's have decorum.
You can't say Ibn Kathir contradicted
Allah. He did. He contradicted
This is all Ibn Kathir.
That's what it is.
We're just reporting what's been said by people.
So let me show you.
And it's just his opinion, mate.
All right, so let me.
The whole point is this. The whole point
you're not going to cut me off. I'm not done. You're not going to cut me off.
No. This is you are done.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry for you, but you're not.
It's irrelevant.
I want to move. Hey, Avery, can we move on to a different point? Because at the end of the day, this is just Ibn Kathir's writing down different people's words.
I have no problem moving on, right? But you gotta at least.
I know you don't.
You gotta let me respond when you guys speak 3 back to back, and I don't interrupt not one.
I didn't speak.
And I know you didn't. I didn't say all 3 of you. Muslim Cowboy spoke uninterrupted. Rumzi came in and gave his thoughts uninterrupted, and then Muslim Cowboy added in again. So they spoke 3 times back to back. I didn't speak once. I waited patiently.
Listen, remember, I was the one who.
So I don't understand.
Speak, mate.
So I don't understand why I can't.
So do you acknowledge you were wrong? Ibn Kathir does say this. Were you wrong earlier?
When I was in the middle of speaking, you interrupted me. So
were you wrong, Avery?
No, I interrupted when you say things that are not true.
I could have interrupted when the Cowboy or Rumzi said something that I disagreed with.
As I exposed you.
That's not how decorum.
All right, cool.
Who says this? Who's saying?
Anyway, so I'm gonna continue now, right?
Let him speak.
He's never gonna admit it.
I've got 2 major points I want to ask him about, so let him continue this.
Fine.
He's never gonna admit
relevance.
Yeah, just finish this, and we're gonna.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to move on to the next question.
Thank you.
Then tell us what point you think you demonstrated.
So Ibn Kathir contradicts Wahb bin Munabi when Wahb bin Munabi says that not a single letter has been changed from Allah's books, but that they've only wrote different books that they rely on themselves. Ibn Kathir says, well, you know what? Actually, the books that they have right now, they actually have been changed. They have been distorted. They have deletions in them and alterations. Wahb bin Munabi says not a single letter of them has been removed. So that's where the contention is.
From what?
So the reason why
books that Allah has with him.
Wait, the
reason why it's relevant. The reason why
Avery Wahab meant the books that Allah has with him.
Stop talking, please.
Avery,
the reason why what I said is relevant in the debate. Look at these guys, man. Look at these guys. Look.
Stop playing the victim.
Look at these guys.
Stop playing the victim.
Look at these guys.
Stop playing the victim.
Stop playing
no one feels sorry for you.
Stop playing
no one's sorry for you.
Stop playing the robot. Stop playing the robot. So
Wahab meant
the reason why this was relevant
meant the books that Allah. Wahab meant the books of Allah that He has with Him.
Brandon, can you mute Rumzi?
Rumzi, let him finish real quick because I want to move on to the next point.
So the reason why this was relevant in the debate, ladies and gentlemen, is because I wasn't giving Ibn Kathir's thoughts on this because Ibn Kathir is not Ibn Abbas.
Intentionally.
I was given Ibn Abbas's thoughts and his commentary on this from Bukhari, not Ibn Kathir's thoughts. Now, if
you quoted
if old boy wanted to bring up Ibn Kathir's thoughts, that would have been part of the discussion, and I would have shown how he contradicts Ibn Abbas and Wahb bin Munabi.
Ibn Kathir just narrates what different people are saying. That's really all that he's doing. That's why he allows and he puts in different people's opinions.
I agree, but here he begins to give his opinion right here, right? In this bottom paragraph,
no, he's not giving. That's not his opinion. He's saying
this
because when he quotes Wahb bin Munabbih, when he just does naqala, which is to just transmit, he doesn't say what he means because he just said the books of Allah are preserved, which on its face every Muslim has to agree. We agree that the Torah and Injil are preserved.
Yeah.
The
But
ones with
how?
which ones? The ones
How?
with
With
Allah.
Allah. That's why he's saying if that's what he meant, then they're preserved and they were never changed. But he's saying if he means the books that are with their hands, this isn't the Injil and the Torah, but rather the books that were written with their hands.
And who's giving that opinion right there?
He's explaining what Wahhab meant.
He's
explaining what Wahhab meant.
So
If that's what he meant.
So he's giving his opinion on what
it's Ibn Kathir. It's Ibn Kathir.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. So Ibn Kathir
is not contradicting him.
He's giving his opinion. Right? This is his view. Wahab bin Nabi doesn't say this. He says not a single letter or anything has been removed, right?
And he's explaining what that meant.
Ibn Kathir gives his opinion on what the position should be on what Wahab bin Nabi is saying.
He's explaining what Wahab meant. That's not a contradiction.
That's what the contention is.
That's not a contradiction.
It is
he's explaining what Wahab meant. You don't like his explanation. That's
he's contradicting.
It's not a it's not a contradiction.
Wahab meant this, but then contradicts what Wahab says.
Excuse me. It's not a contradiction. It contradicts your understanding.
It's an explanation. It's a clarification of what.
By the way, I like how you admit.
In case people like you misunderstand it, Ibn Kathir is helping you out.
You know what's crazy? Hamza? He just admitted that Ibn Kathir is the one who said all this. So thank you, Avery, for admitting you lied.
This whole contention of what was
you lied earlier. You lied earlier.
Hold on. Okay, 1 second. Who says this?
You said
whose
that
words
the
are these?
Ibn Abbas
Whose words are these?
You said that the
whose words are these?
You
whose
said that the Ibn Abbas.
Whose words are these?
You said that the
you
Ibn
said
Abbas
earlier these are the words of Ibn
Kathir. You liar. You got caught earlier.
You said these are the words of
Ibn Abbas earlier from Sahih Bukhari.
Hold on.
Said, no, those are Ibn Kathir's words.
Oh yes. Okay.
Exactly.
Exactly. Everyone, hold on. Hamza. Rumzi, Hamza. Hamza, go.
You said you were
take a break. Take a break, Rumzi. Take a break. Sit out now.
Okay. You said that you were quoting Sahih Bukhari. Can you give us this hadith number, please?
So this is in the book of Tawheed. It doesn't have a particular
give us the hadith number. Please.
It doesn't have a particular number. It doesn't have, and
it doesn't have a hadith number. What does it mean according to Islamic jurisprudence when there's no hadith number?
You tell me.
No, you seem to.
You're
here cooking. Tell us.
No. You tell me. Since you're you're saying
you're the one who brought a hadith with no number. What does it mean?
Wait. No. But so hold on a second. I brought a statement in Bukhari with no number. You're saying? Are you saying?
No. You stepped into our paradigm.
Question. Are you saying that because it has no number, that it's not part of Bukhari's collection?
Oh, correct. Okay. Exactly. That's exactly what we're saying.
Good, you're learning.
This is Islamic jurisprudence.
This is Islamic jurisprudence. This is what the hadith scholars say. One second. Avery, I'm talking now, please.
Give me the quote.
You're schooling you here. You're learning something.
Oh yeah, I'm learning. Give me the quote.
So you don't embarrass yourself again in the future.
Hamza, give me the quote.
One second, Avery. Don't embarrass yourself again in the future. I'm helping you, dude.
Give me the quote.
Okay. Because you said to John, "I'll bring you the hadith number." Okay, right. And now you realize there is no hadith number. Now you have to understand what the ramifications of that actually means. So when there's no,
I brought the exact hadith itself.
It means
the exact one that
of
Ibn Kathir was referring to.
It's not. It's if it was authentic, it would have been with a number. Because it doesn't have a number. This is because you don't understand Islamic jurisprudence.
Can you give me the quote?
This is your problem.
Yeah, good. Now
give me the quote. Sheikh Logic.
Nice.
Because of Sheikh Logic.
Keep it going.
You don't understand basic hadith science.
Keep it going. You ready? All right,
it's not an issue.
Give me the quote.
Avery. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be embarrassed by.
Give me the quote.
Yeah. What quote?
What quote? Give me the quote from jurisprudence that says that a hadith requires it to be a number to be part of the collection.
Oh, okay, Brandon.
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean, Brandon? You said you brought up jurisprudence. You said this is part of jurisprudence.
Yeah, let me. He's got you, bro. Relax.
Dude, relax now.
Relax, dude.
Look, you did all this filibustering. Relax now. You in my world now.
Filibustering at all.
In my world now.
In
my world now.
No. Avery.
You're in my world now.
Filibustering. It was just basically slowly dissecting you.
You're in my world now.
That's all there was.
Give me the quote where it says from jurisprudence. Give me your jurisprudence that says that for a statement.
Okay.
Good. So for a statement to be part of the collection of hadith, that has to be numbered.
Okay.
Yeah, very simple. If Bukhari thought it was authentic, he would have used it in his actual collection.
Look at this, guys.
The fact that he didn't proves that he didn't.
Give me a quote from jurisprudence that says that.
One second.
Look at these guys. One second.
If Bukhari thought it was authentic, he would have listed it. He didn't.
Don't you
Common
understand
sense,
that
Avery.
principle?
So he puts it in his own collection. Show me.
Okay, so hold on,
In the-
Avery.
it's
You're
in the header.
asking.
It's
Okay,
not in his collection. It's in
Avery,
the
are
header.
you
We
asking?
find it.
You want us to give you a quote from a
Jurisprudence.
book of, well, it'd be a book of
Jurisprudence.
Ilm al-Hadith,
Yep.
where our ulama say that when Bukhari doesn't put a number, this means it's not part of the
That's what he
hadith.
wants.
Yeah,
yes.
let me clarify.
Okay, well, that's going to take time to get, okay?
Yeah,
Because
I
that's not even in English, right?
Yeah, so
This
let
is what you learn when you study in any Islamic university,
Okay.
right?
So-
I don't have a quote that's just sitting right here.
I got
That
it was
I'll
authentic.
actually have to get from a book.
But listen,
We can get that from a book.
yeah, I got
But this is something that's ma'loom. It's known by people who study a hadith.
by who?
This is something that's known
Who's it known by?
by the scholars of hadith.
Who? I need a name.
If you go to any school today and you study a hadith, mustalah hadith, and the hadith amal rijal, you will learn that hadith, when they come without a number, that they are just to explain what's coming
Hamza, you
after
should be
it,
looking it
and
up
it
right
is
now.
not necessarily a hadith, because anyway, you would not call a statement of a sahabi a hadith anyway.
Yeah.
It is called a riwayah.
Okay, so look.
Okay.
Let me. Can I clarify why this is important? The reason why I phrased it even the way that I phrased it is because when you guys say, "Oh, it's not a part of the hadith," in order for a statement to be part of the hadith collection, it necessitates that it has to be numbered in the hadith collection. And so when I asked where are you getting this from, Hamza said, "This
Because
is
it's not even a hadith.
This-
A hadith is a statement of the Prophet. Ibn Abbas
Let
is
me
not the
finish.
Prophet.
Let me finish. Well, wait, hold on a second. You have in your hadith statements that are not from Muhammad. Like
That's what I'm saying. This is not even from Muhammad. This is from Ibn Abbas.
Okay,
So it's not even a hadith. It's a riwayah.
still a hadith. Look, no, Cowboy, can you acknowledge that you have the hadith that are not Muhammad's words at all?
That's called a way.
No, there are no hadith that are not
no
from the
basic
Prophet. It's called a
vocabulary.
riwayah.
All right,
Let me show you an
example.
You don't even understand
How much for
mustalah
the
hadith.
sheikh? How much for the sheikh?
Mustalah.
Show you an example.
Mustalah is the terminology. We don't even say something is a hadith unless it is marfu' raised to the Prophet.
No, sir.
Anything
Sheikh,
that ends with a sahabi tabi'i, these are called riwayah, which
I got you.
hadith, if you mean linguistically, there's words that are meant linguistically, like I'm at the haddathu ma'ak, I am talking to you.
Okay.
But in istilaha, which is the words that are particular to a knowledge,
Yeah.
so if you're talking about fiqh, istilahat are the words that are in particular for that science of fiqh.
Okay.
And if we're talking about hadith, istilahat is a word that if I use it in the street, it means something different than if I'm sitting in a classroom talking about hadith.
Okay.
And so when we say hadith
Yeah.
in ilm al-hadith, the knowledge of hadith,
Yep.
it only refers to the speech that emanates from the mouth of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him.
The first
Okay,
sheikh who
I got
doesn't know
you.
the definition
So,
of hadith.
so watch this. So you said that there's no hadith that are not going back to Muhammad. So tell me this, man. This is Sunan
It's
Abu
just called, it's a
Dawud.
different name. It's called a riwayah.
Let me
It's
answer,
a
bro.
statement of somebody else.
Let me talk.
It has to be a tribute.
Sunan
Or
Abu
athar. Another word is called athar.
Okay,
Just
Sunan
for-
Abu Dawud 4736. Sunan Abu Dawud 4736. It says, Amir bin Sha'ir said, I was with the Negus when, not Negus or Negus or something like that, when his son recited a verse of the gospel. So I laughed. Thereupon he said, do you laugh at the word of Allah, the exalted? Is this a hadith?
This is a riwayah.
Is it a hadith?
No, it's a riwayah.
Are
You wouldn't
riwayah
call
not
it
in
a
hadith?
What?
Are riwayah part of hadith?
Yeah, Sheikh Yahbal. He just explained to you the difference between hadith and.
All right, no, hold on. Stop.
There-
One second, Avery.
Part of
Avery.
hadith.
Did
It's
you understand? One
collected.
second.
Is
One
it
second,
part of the
Avery.
hadith?
Avery.
No.
Did you understand?
You said no?
What,
But it's
did you
numbered.
understand?
Wait. It's numbered.
Do you understand or not?
It's numbered because it's in a matan that is something that has a sanad that it goes back to.
So is
Okay,
it part
so
of the hadith
look,
collection?
let's give terms.
Is it
Let's
part of
give
the
some
hadith
terms.
collection, bro?
No, you don't understand. This is the
Avery,
annoyance.
look.
Waste of time.
You're not
I
in a
swear to
position to discuss these things. Just let that go.
If
You said I'm no.
if
You said I'm-
something
wait,
is
hold on.
listed in a book,
No, you're not in a position.
for example,
He
No,
said I'm in
you're
no
not.
position to discuss these things. He couldn't
No.
give me a quote. You couldn't name me anybody to
No.
Position, Hamza.
Stop your grandstanding. That wasn't the case at all.
Hamza,
It
go
was
do your
explained
homework.
to you, wasn't it?
Go do your
It
homework.
was explained to you, wasn't it?
Go do
It was
your homework,
explained to you,
Hamza.
wasn't it?
Go do
It was
your homework,
explained to you,
Hamza.
wasn't it? It's explained to you, wasn't it? We
I-
know it'd be authentic.
You're not used to people challenging you on your words.
No, we're
Do
happy
your
for people to
homework.
challenge us.
And
That's
find
what
me
we're
the
here for, mate.
jurisprudence, Hamza.
That's what we're happy. We're happy for that, mate. But you don't have basic jurisprudence. That's your problem. We know that if it was authentic, it would be numbered.
Go find me. Go find.
Okay.
Find me the quote.
Simple as that.
It's numbered.
Simple
Okay,
as
good.
that.
If it was authentic,
Simple as that.
if it
Remind us
look,
what's the difference between
look,
riwayah
look,
and hadith.
So now he changed.
Remind us what's the difference. Remind us what's the difference. See if you're
Look,
paying attention.
Look,
See how
I'll give you another example.
His position.
What's the
Hamza
riwayah?
has changed his
What's the
position.
riwayah?
Hamza
What's
has
the
now
riwayah,
changed
Avery?
his position,
Let's see if
guys.
you pay attention.
Wait,
I know you've got attention span of a
Hamza,
gnat.
relax.
Eh?
You're turning
Answer the
red.
question,
Relax,
mate.
bro. You're turning
Mention
red.
your grandson. I see through your rhetoric, mate.
You're
I
turning
see,
red,
I
man.
see through all your hype.
Good, and it's
I
still
see
working.
through all your hype.
Hey, they
You
knew
ignore my
Jordan
question.
was going to dribble
Remind me
right
what
to the
riwayah
elbow and
is.
pull up. They still couldn't
Remind me
stop
what
it.
riwayah
You
is.
see,
Remind me
my
what
rhetoric, and
riwayah
you
is.
still can't stop me.
Remind me
It
what
don't even
riwayah
matter.
is.
You still can't stop
Remind
me.
me.
You still
Remind me
can't
what
stop me.
riwayah is.
You,
Look,
hey,
look.
I'm gonna
But
tell
I
you
see
exactly
through
what
your
I'm about
hype,
to do, and you
I
still
see
can't stop
through
me.
your hype. I
Okay,
see
hold
through
on.
your hype.
Avery, let's
Remind us
move
what.
on.
A second, Cowboy. Let's see if you're
Let's
paying
move on.
attention. Let's see if you're
Avery.
paying
Yeah,
attention.
Cowboy just saved you, Hamza.
Oh, okay. Can you
No,
tell us
no.
what a
Find me that
riwayah
quote,
is?
Hamza. While you're
Can
at
you
it,
tell us what a riwayah is?
I'll tell you what a riot is once
Can you
you
tell us?
find me the
No, you
quote for
can't.
jurisprudence of what you
Continue.
said.
Continue, mate. Continue.
So, guys,
Avery.
yeah, go ahead, Cowboy. I'm listening.
So Musnad Ahmad is a book that I have right here behind me. Okay. Musnad of Imam Ahmad. It's a musnad, and it's also referred to as a matan. Okay, these are Arabic terms that talk about collections of sayings. So when people are speaking English and they just throw around words like Book of Hadith, Hadith Ahmad, this is just them throwing it around, not as the ulama of Hadith speak about things. Because in the musnad, you're going to find collections, right? And they're named different, like a sunan versus a sahih versus a jami' versus a musnad. That's different based on how they're collected. However, within a collection of sayings in the English language, you will find sayings from the Prophet, peace be upon him, that are in here. You also find sayings that are from the companions. If it's from the companions, the hadith scholars term, the ulama of hadith, they say that it's a riwayah. It's in a musnad, right? So we don't say it's in a hadith. A hadith is not like the name that you would
Just
say this thing called.
clarification.
I think that's
A musnad is a chain, right?
no, musnad comes from sanad, which comes from chain, right?
So what?
Sanada. But a musnad is the name of the collection of different riwayat statements that come from the Prophet, which are hadith, and from the Sahaba. But it's it's organized based on the actual Sahabi. So you have one book that is the book of this Sahabi, and so it's organized by those Sahabi. Whereas
what is the
in Bukhari, he organizes it based on bab, right? Which means like.
Yeah, so I'm hearing you and I'm learning. So what does the word musnad mean?
So much for the sheikh. So much for the sheikh.
What is
musnad? It's something. It's a collection. Yeah, a musnad is a collection from a chain, meaning it goes back to a certain sanad, right? Sanad means a chain from this person. Okay. Yes, sanad means chain. A musnad is another name for a book that is organized by chain. It has the same I guess asl, which is the same original meaning, and it comes from chain because it's organized by the companions. And so the main one is the musnad of Imam Ahmad. Yeah. So for example, you have a hadith in there like the one of Najashi, where Ja'far, who was the cousin of the Prophet, peace be upon him, this was narrated by Salama, and she's telling us what happened while they were in Ethiopia, what happened and what the conversation was with the Najis. This entire narration, we would call it a riwayah. We wouldn't say this hadith, this hadith is hasan or fair. This hadith is whatever. We would say this riwayah. But if the Prophet, peace be upon him, spoke, then we would say it's a hadith. And that's all I'm trying to clear up. I think just
Brandon, he wanted one reference. He wanted one reference of somebody saying this. I got a call from Asiyuti. I just sent it to you in WhatsApp. Now, Avery, what you're gonna do is you're
gonna show me in jurisprudence what I asked.
So now that we're here, I think this is not food for the fire.
Okay. You're gonna show me that it's in your jurisprudence that's the case, because that's what the claim was.
Oh, man.
That in order for a hadith to be
Look,
considered a hadith,
fifth is different.
considered a hadith.
Alfiya Suyuti, page 7. Alfiya Suyuti, page 7, right there.
By the way, when did they start, Rumzi? When did they start numbering hadith?
Avery, you just got caught. You wanted a reference. Now
You
you're getting
just got caught. You just got caught. You don't even know what you're
I'm
talking
giving a reference. I'm giving a reference. Now you're scared.
No, you don't even know what I'm asking for. What did I ask for?
You wanted a reference from the scholars of jurisprudence that when when a hadith is not given a number, therefore it's not part of the collection. It's exactly what you just said.
Good. So, yeah,
Thank you.
It has to be,
Shut up.
it has to be part of that. So yeah, so that's what you're gonna show. And then I want you to also show me. Then I want you to
وخذه حيث حافظ عليه نص
Add to your order.
then I want you
ومن
to tell me
مصنف
what number in hadith. Yeah.
يجمعه يخص.
I just sent it to you,
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah, and you have it highlighted. So take from where you have the حافظ عليه نص
Can we show?
ومن مصنف يجمعه يخص.
Can we show it on the
Let me
screen?
try it. Let me see if I can.
Why? So you can read the Arabic, yeah, Sheikh?
Translate what it says, please. I'm an English sheikh. English sheikh. I give free lessons.
Milkshake.
I've been teaching you all day for free, so
Yeah.
might want to protect those contacts.
I mean, my number's not shown there, so although I do have these same sunglasses on in that pic.
Might want to maybe save the image and then like do it from there, like from the photo album, so that nobody's numbers and messages come up.
Yeah. Hey, Rumzi, can you share it and I'll just share your screen?
Okay, here. I have it saved in a PDF. I need to.
All right. Since we're talking about Habasha, the migration, while Rumzi does this, I have a question for you because I wasn't able to find it. Avery, can you give me the hadith where Abu Bakr himself, he made migration to
Where you went to Ethiopia?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
If you can find the hadith for me,
It's
because I haven't
it's,
seen it.
Sahih Bukhari, I believe it's 2297, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull it up.
Right.
Where it mentions how Abu Bakr visited Ethiopia. Let me see.
Was it before Hijra? You said?
I believe so.
Okay. I think you're wrong about this.
Could be. I'm not perfect.
You're supposed to be teaching us. You're the sheikh.
You believe that all your sheikhs are perfect, Rumzi?
More than you are, that's for sure.
Are they perfect though? That didn't answer my question.
A lot more than you are.
Yeah. So keep quiet. You're still on timeout. Yeah, 22.
Okay. Yeah. So 2297,
No,
which I can share this.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, before you share it, let's understand what the argument being made by Ramsey. Can you stop talking when I'm talking, please? please. Just like one thing, I beg.
That is a hyper child.
Just so I can finish, and then you can speak, no problem. Okay. So Avery, just remind us what the argument you was making based upon this hadith.
That the companions of Muhammad and his wives.
Who specifically? But Abu Bakr.
Abu Bakr and his wives.
They went to Abyssinia.
Yeah.
And what was the argument?
That they were familiar.
1 second, Brandon. Don't put the hadith. Oh, you're going to show it.
I'm going to show his statement.
Let's hear the argument.
That they would have been acquainted with the Christians in Ethiopia.
1 second.
Christians at the time.
Okay.
Went to Ethiopia. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Abu Bakr visited Ethiopia and stayed there for a time.
Oh, okay.
This was before the Hijra.
Okay.
Right. So the claim is he visited there and stayed there for a time before Hijra. Okay, let's hear what
let's see what
the
the hadith
ramification of that. Okay, that's what the hadith says.
I shared it, Brandon, by the way, just to let you know.
Yeah, that's what an immigrant is. An immigrant is, someone who leaves
as a muhajir, which means a person who makes immigration.
Yeah, so he stayed in Ethiopia for a while.
Yeah, can you show us where it says?
That's what an immigrant is.
Okay.
No.
So it says.
Wait, hold on. I just
narrated Aisha.
Wait. Can I just say this really quick before you read this? The definition of immigrant: a person who leaves their own country in order to settle permanently in another. The hadith says Abu Bakr set out for Ethiopia as an immigrant.
Oh, okay, but that's not what you said.
That's exactly what I said. I said he stayed.
No, you said he arrived there and stayed there.
And he stayed there for some time.
Yeah, right. So your initial definition of an immigrant is correct.
Yeah,
they they seek to leave. They seek to go somewhere else. I get
No,
that.
it doesn't say
Okay.
that. A person who
No,
leaves
no, no, no.
their
Listen,
own
no.
I know
Someone who
what
leaves
you're
their own
reading
place.
now is different.
One
than-
second. Please. Okay. An immigrant, as you just said, is somebody who leaves their place of where they live and to seek to go to somewhere else. Yes. They emigrate. Yes. So
He,
someone emigrates to Australia.
Or is
No.
the qualification they have to actually reside there? Which one?
No. First of all, no, that's not the case because Avery just said that's not the case.
what?
Avery
What do you
just
mean?
said
He did resign.
someone who seeks to live somewhere else.
I didn't
to
say
leave
that.
their land.
That's not what I said.
Okay. Okay. Start again. What's an
Okay.
immigrant?
Okay, so an immigrant, I'll read it again. A person who leaves their own country in
Yeah.
order to settle permanently in another.
Right. I
That's what
agree.
an immigrant is.
Right. Okay. So they seek to settle somewhere else.
In order to,
Yeah,
but
but
they
they
don't
leave.
necessarily make it.
They,
Correct.
leave, they,
What's the
leave, they
difference?
leave their own country in order to settle.
To settle.
permanently
Oh yeah.
somewhere else.
Okay.
So that's
And what you
that's their
said.
purpose. Their purpose is
One
to
second.
settle somewhere else.
Yeah, agreed. So their intention is to leave where they live and go live somewhere else. I agree. That's
What
what
if
it
that
means.
never happens? Are they
What-
still
what-
an immigrant?
Yeah, they're
Brandon,
still an immigrant.
please.
If they leave their country,
Just let me continue,
if they
please.
if they
please.
leave their
Okay.
country, then yes, they're still an immigrant.
Right. Oh, I agree, but it doesn't mean they arrived at their
You
destination.
said he
Does it?
stayed there. You said he went. and
Ramsey,
stayed
you as
there.
well. Shush.
Yeah, Rumzi, I'm gonna mute us all. I'm gonna
It's
mute
getting
myself. Hold on.
embarrassing, man. Just have patience, man. Okay. So an immigrant is somebody who seeks to live somewhere else other than the land. So anyone who leaves their land, packs their goods, gets in a boat, and say going to Australia to live now. Basically, they're an immigrant now. They're emigrating. Yes, agreed.
If they decide to leave their country with it, yeah, sure.
Yes. Oh, okay.
They're immigrants.
It doesn't mean they arrived. So, for example,
Yeah,
the people on the Titanic.
something can
I'll
happen.
give you an example. Those people on the Titanic were immigrants from Ireland going to America. Yeah.
Okay.
They were immigrating to America to seek a new life from the land that they were born.
Okay.
The Titanic sank. Okay. So they were still classed as immigrants. They were still emigrating, but they never made it to their destination. Right. The point you made was that Abu Bakr did make it to his destination and did go to churches there and did stay there. So this is what we're asking for evidence of. So can you do that, please?
It's not in this hadith.
You show us your evidence.
Well, let's read it now that we're here.
Yeah,
Can,
What
can
is
we
it?
read it now?
Yeah.
All right.
You brought this hadith, bro. You brought it.
Let's skip straight to the
So
read it.
here's the chapter heading in Bukhari, which is not part of the hadith, by the way, just letting you know. The pledge of protection given to Abu Bakr. All right. Narrated Aisha. I'll let you read it, so that way when you're reading it,
can we skip
see
down
what
to
actually
the
happened.
relevant part because it's Abu Bakr set out. So
I'm
Abu,
the one who brought this.
Yeah, right here, just right here. Abu Bakr set out. Let's start from there.
right. So yeah, Abu Bakr set out for Ethiopia as an immigrant. Sorry, I'm looking at my own screen as well. Abu Bakr set out for Ethiopia as an immigrant. When he reached a place called Bark al-Gimad, he met Ibn Ad Dagna, the chief of the Kara tribe, who asked Abu Bakr, "Where are you going?" Abu Bakr said, "My people have turned me out of the country, and I would like to tour the world and worship my Lord." Ibn Ad Dagna said, "A man like you will not go out, nor will he be turned out. As you help the poor earn their living, keep good relation with your kith and kin, help the disabled, provide guests with food and shelter, and help people during their troubles. I am your protector. So go back and worship your Lord at your home." Ibn Ad Dagma went along with Abu Bakr and took him to the chiefs of Quraysh, saying to them, "A man like Abu Bakr will not go out, nor will he be turned out. Do you turn out a man who helps the poor earn their living?" We're reading the whole thing, okay? Keeps good relations with
you
kith and
finished,
kin,
great. Keep
helps
going.
the disabled, provides guests with food and shelter, and helps the people during their troubles. So Quraysh allowed Ibn Dagma's guarantee of protection and told Abu Bakr that he was secure, and said to I'm gonna just call him Ad, advised Abu Bakr to worship his Lord in his house and pray and read what he liked, and not to hurt us and not to do things publicly. For we fear that our sons and women may follow him.
I become Muslim.
Ibn Ad told Abu Bakr of all that. So Abu Bakr continued worshiping his Lord in his house and did not pray or recite the Quran aloud in his house. Later on, Abu Bakr had an idea of building a mosque in the courtyard of his house. He fulfilled the idea and started praying and reciting Quran there publicly. The women and the offspring of the pagans started gathering around him and looking at him astonishingly. Abu Bakr was a soft-hearted person and could not help weeping while reciting Quran. This horrified the pagan chiefs of Quraysh. They sent for Ibn Ad, and when he came, this is long. They said, "We have given Abu Bakr protection and on condition that he will worship his Lord in his house. But he has transgressed that condition and has built a mosque in the courtyard of his house and offered his prayer and recited Quran in public. We are afraid lest he mislead our women and offspring. So go to him and tell him that if he wishes, he can worship his Lord in his house only. And if not, then tell him to return your pledge of protection, as we do not like to betray you by revoking your pledge, nor can we tolerate Abu Bakr's public declaration of Islam." Does anybody mind taking over from here? Because my voice is tired.
You picked the hadith. I figured it's almost finished. We actually got just a couple.
I'll read it. I don't mind reading. Where are we reading from? My protection, yeah?
Yep. As I do not like to hear the
As I don't like to hear the Arabs saying that Ibn ad-Daghna gave the pledge of protection to a person and his people did not respect it. Abu Bakr al-Anhu said, "I revoke your pledge of protection and I am satisfied with Allah's protection." At that time, Allah's Messenger ﷺ was still in Makkah, and he said to his companions, "Your place of emigration has been shown to me. I have seen salty land planted with date palms and situated between two mountains, which are the two Haras." So when the Prophet ﷺ told it, some of the companions migrated to Medina, and some of those who had migrated to Ethiopia returned to Medina. When Abu Bakr prepared for emigration, Allah's Messenger ﷺ said to him, "Wait, for I expect to be permitted to emigrate." Abu Bakr asked, "May my father be sacrificed for your sake? Do you really expect that?" Allah's Messenger ﷺ replied in the affirmative. So Abu Bakr postponed his departure in order to accompany Allah's Messenger ﷺ and fed 2 camels which he had with the leaves of samur trees for 4 months. So just in conclusion, it's a very, very simple thing. Did Abu Bakr go to Ethiopia and go to visit some churches or not?
Well, so specifically, I said that the wives visited the churches.
No, you just said Abu Bakr.
Yeah, I didn't.
You said Abu Bakr went to Ethiopia and stayed there.
Just
Just
share
own
the
up
link,
to it.
mate.
Can I-
You just
can I-
share the link again. Share the link. No, 1 second.
Can I
We
finish?
need to remind you.
Can
We
I
need to remind you.
finish?
Yeah, I know.
1 second, Avery.
I-
1 second,
I-
Avery.
I
No,
said
no,
that-
you
I said that-
already
I said
started
that
with the
Abu
snake
Bakr
oil.
went to Ethiopia.
You already started
I
with
didn't
the
say
snake
that Abu
oil.
Bakr is the
You
one
need
that
to be
visited
reminded.
the churches. Why are you guys interrupting me when I'm
You
speaking?
said Abu Bakr
because
went
you
to
need-
Ethiopia.
Why are you guys being
Oh, okay,
interrupting
okay.
me?
1
You
second.
put words
1
in my
second.
mouth again.
Because you've already
I never
started with the
said that.
snake oil.
I never said
We're not
Abu
putting
Bakr
words in your
visited the
mouth.
church.
We're not
I
going to
never
put
said
words
he
in your
visited the
mouth.
church.
We're
I
not
said
putting words in
the
your mouth.
wives of Muhammad visited
Okay,
the
I'll say it
church
again
in
to you,
Ethiopia.
Avery.
So I
We're not
did
putting
say,
words in your mouth.
I
They're
did
your
say,
words.
I did say that Abu Bakr
Cowboy,
went
Cowboy,
to
share
Ethiopia.
what he
I
said.
said that
So-
Abu Bakr went to Ethiopia.
Share what he said.
I didn't
Share what
say
he
he
said.
visited the churches. That's what you
Share
put
what
in
he
my
said.
mouth.
Share what he said.
That's what you
Share what
put
he
in my
said.
mouth. So I just said what I
These are
said.
your words, not
I
our
just
words.
said what I
Sheikh
said. What are
has
you
been
talking
caught.
about? I just said what I
Sheikh has
said.
been caught. Sheikh has been caught.
And this was before the hijrah. This was
Let's
before
hear
the
it.
hijrah, around 637, 615. Abu Bakr. This is before they all went. This is very early in Islamic history. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Abu Bakr visited Ethiopia and stayed there for a time, and this was before the hijrah.
MashaAllah, ya Sheikh. MashaAllah.
Stayed where for a time?
This is before
Where'd you
the
get that
hijrah.
information from, Chef?
Islamic history that Abu Bakr is in contact with people in Ethiopia and the Christians in Ethiopia and
Is he?
familiar with the people in Ethiopia.
Is
His
he?
wives went to the Ethiopian
Yeah, no,
church.
no, that's
What
wrong.
did I say? What did I say? His wives went where? To the church?
Look,
and
it's
affirmed that
They
they
just
had-
said that Abu Bakr
I-
went to
look.
Ethiopia. You
Yes,
buffoon.
I did.
Uh,
I did, child. And now
so
let me show you how that. Let me show you guys how this doesn't help. you.
so
Can I answer?
so.
this?
Look,
you were-
look.
Can I
you
answer?
caught, correct?
I'll let you make a response.
Thank you.
But I do want you to at least admit that 3 times in the debate you said the same thing at different points. And
Four
I have all
times.
the.
4 times. Even
Oh,
in
I
his
counted
closing
only
statement, he
3.
mentioned it.
This is just an
I
honor
just
all
want
over
you
again.
to recognize, and I'm not going to do silly, childish stuff. I just want you to recognize
Yeah,
that
exactly.
that
Yeah.
whenever you're presented with something that you say, just like if I was to do this and I made a mistake, I'm going to say, okay, look, I actually quoted a weak hadith that I thought was strong to present my point, and I was wrong. I just want you to do that same thing, Avery, because a lot of people, this is from my perspective. As a convert, if I was watching and I saw someone who did something like this from a Muslim and they were proven to be wrong, I would want them to say, hey, look, I made a mistake. I said this Arabic word was this or this was that, because I'm not going to trust them at any point in the future. And I just want you to recognize, as someone who's just, I'm not that much older than you, but just to say, hey, man, like, you made a mistake. You were very adamant about it, that he had went and met these Christians, so on and so forth. And this is not true at all, right? I just want you to admit that you made a mistake, and then we can move on from there.
Yeah. So let me give a full response, and hopefully I don't get interrupted in this. Okay. So let me be clear on what I said. I didn't say that Abu Bakr went to any church in Ethiopia. I didn't say that, as Hamza put in my mouth. I didn't say that. I said his wives went to the church.
Did you say he had
Oh,
contact
yes,
with
I
an
did. Why
Ethiopian
are you
Christian?
interrupting me in the middle?
Yeah, because you just ignored what I
Didn't I
said.
just say I was going to give a response?
Because you're misquoting me.
Didn't I just say I was
Because you're
gonna give a
misquoting
response
me.
to this, and now you guys can't?
Because you're
be quiet?
misquoting me.
This is amazing. Like, just
Look,
let
you
me
keep
give a
saying,
response.
you keep
Hamza,
saying,
why
we
are
put
you
words in your
interrupting me,
mouth.
Hamza?
Because you keep saying we put
Well,
words
let
in
me
your mouth
speak,
when they're your
Hamza. No,
words.
look, this is
They're
crazy.
your words coming out of
I
your
can't-
mouth.
I can't
You
even get it
said,
out, Brandon.
you
I can't
said,
even
let's
get it
deal
out,
with two
Brandon.
parts here.
I said
Let's deal with
4
the two
words,
parts.
and I can't get it
Let's
out.
deal with the two
I
parts.
can't get
Let's
it
deal
out,
with the two
Brandon.
parts. Oh, let's deal
I
with the
can't
two
even get
parts.
it out, Brandon.
Oh, okay.
So
First part is,
Brandon, I'm just gonna wait.
no.
until you
Just
shut him
concede
up
you were
so I can
wrong
talk,
about Abu
Brandon.
Bakr. Just concede
Brandon,
you
you
were
asked
wrong.
me a question. You asked me to
Okay.
approach.
What do you know what my question was?
Yeah, you're asking me if I can acknowledge a mistake that I made. So can
Okay.
A blatant
I know you want. Look, I'll let you make the statement after, but I'm asking you: do you
I'm making
acknowledge that you made a
I'm
mistake?
making a full statement to this.
I know
need to.
that, but
Okay.
do you acknowledge that you made a mistake
Let me
multiple times last night,
let me
saying that
respond.
Abu Bakr, 1, migrated, and 2, stayed there for a time?
Let me respond. Okay. Thank you. So I was responding to the words that Hamza put in my mouth. It appears that according to this hadith, he set out to immigrate to Ethiopia, but it looks like he was turned around there. So I made a mistake.
He did, no.
that he went-
Gharq al-Gimad is in the Arabian Peninsula. He never was turned around.
Wait, hold on.
Bro,
Wait, hold on.
Avery,
Hold on a second.
you're
Why
not
are you-
capable
why are
of
you
saying I
interrupting?
made a mistake.
Why? What did I just say, guys? Didn't I just?
You're
say,
not admitting it. You're blaming the hadith.
No,
you're saying the hadith
I
makes it
just
seem
said
like he made it to Ethiopia, but he didn't.
That according to the hadith, Abu Bakr set out to Ethiopia, but it appears he didn't make it all the way there.
Right. Why did you say he did?
And you said he got turned around there.
Why can't I
He
finish?
never made it.
Why can't I finish?
Because you are finished.
Just let me tell me if I can finish or not, Brandon. Let me know.
You are finished.
I just want to know, Brandon.
All right, Brandon, let him finish, and then I'll go. Yeah, let him finish.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be on me. So like I was saying, it appears that according to the hadith, he didn't make it all the way to Ethiopia. So me saying that he made it to Ethiopia based on this hadith, that's my mistake.
And stayed there.
I
You
have
said
no
he
problem with
stayed
that.
there.
But
You said he stayed there.
my argument isn't contingent on Abu Bakr making it to Ethiopia, because you have other narrations, one about the wives going to Ethiopia, being familiar with the church and the Christians there, and you have the companions taking shelter under the Ethiopian king. This is in Ibn Hashak on pages 150 to 153. So my argument still stands on the companions and his wives being familiar with the Christians in Ethiopia. However, I can say that I made a mistake here according to this hadith, that Abu Bakr made it all the way to Ethiopia based on this. I'll have to do some more research to see if there's to see if I can substantiate that. But for now, I can stand corrected on that.
You said he stayed there.
I can stand corrected.
Okay,
Look, Rumzi, khalas, leave it. Like, I appreciate that, Avery.
Yeah.
Like, more than you know, I actually do appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
At the same time, no Muslim argues that, the point you're making, you're saying that they made it. Yes, we agree. This is a very big part of our seerah.
Okay,
the
good.
companion
Yep.
went to Habasha, stayed there for a time, and
Yeah.
the Najashi, converted to Islam because of the message that they have resonated with what he understood from Christianity.
Yes. So let me just be clear, okay? Because like I said, I made a mistake saying that Abu Bakr is the one that made it there, but I made the point that the companions of Muhammad, but I did single out Abu Bakr in a mistake. But my point was that the companions of Muhammad made it to Ethiopia, was acquainted with the Christians there, as well as his wives. I made a mistake about Abu Bakr. I can stand on that. I'm not perfect, So I got to, look more into that, and but as of now, I stand corrected.
You made something.
But the thing is, you said it was.
But I do have a question on top of this.
Hamza.
Okay.
I just said, just make on.
I have a question on top of this, because you guys asked me.
Just let me respond to what you just said first. So with ramifications.
Hamza, I did say Hamza could speak after we let you finish.
Okay, so
Okay. So here's the ramifications of what you just said. You was wrong about Abu Bakr going to Ethiopia. Okay, which means you don't read your sources correctly. So he said he stayed there and was familiar with the Christians. You was incorrect about that also. Now the thing is that I think we need to point out to your audience, when you said this, you said it at least 3 occasions, if not 4 occasions, and you quoted Abu Bakr because you know he's the closest companion to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know this, and this is the reason why you did this. Now the thing is this: you said it with such confidence, you said it with such surety, and I hope your people see that.
Three times.
I hope from this particular point right now, going forward, people realize just because you say things looking confident and surety doesn't mean you know what you're talking about. But anyway, carry on.
Okay, so now this is amazing. Notice how you don't actually have an argument to my point that I was making. The point that I was making was that the companions of Muhammad made it to Ethiopia and was familiar with the Christians in Ethiopia, was in line with the Christians in Ethiopia, as well as his wives visiting the church, which they were the Christians that they were acquainted to were Trinitarian, council affirming, creed affirming, Nicene creed affirming Christians that they were calling the people of the book. So when he's calling them the people of the book, he's acknowledging that Trinitarian Christians are the ones who are the people of the book who had the Garima manuscripts of the gospel, which had Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
All right,
So
right. What language is this Garima manuscript?
If he's affirming them and saying that they're the people of the book and affirming them as Christians and believers, my question to you is this, Hamza: what was the Injil that you're trying to say that the Christians were acquainted with? What was that?
Okay, so it's very, very simple. Oh my God! Right, just so the ramification of your argument is this: the wives of who went to the churches? But let me just understand this. Who were the wives of who? The wives of the prophets
of Muhammad.
Right, and you believe they had access to the Ethiopian Bible?
They
could read it.
They went to the church. They were connected with the Christians.
They had access to the Ethiopian Bible.
And they would have been familiar, and especially
was the Ethiopian Bible available
for the companions
the
who were with the king? So can you
was
answer
the
the
Ethiopian Bible? Was the Ethiopian Bible available for the?
Can you answer the question?
No, because I'm trying to understand your argument.
No. So the argument is this.
No. I'm trying to understand. The
argument is this.
I'm trying to understand your argument.
All right, let me tell you what my argument is. The Christians that the companions of Muhammad and his wives were familiar with were Trinitarian, council affirming, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John gospel having Christians. And they called that the gospel.
Do you believe?
So my question
is, what
was the Injil if you're saying that wasn't it?
Can I ask you my question, mate? Okay. Do you believe the wives had access?
No, asking me another question doesn't help you.
No, because it's no. This is based on your old argument, mate.
No, it's based on my argument.
Yeah. This is your smoke and mirrors tactics. I know how.
It's not a smoke and mirrors tactic. I'm challenging you to answer me.
No. I'm asking you, the wives of the prophets.
I'm challenging you to answer me.
That you said went to these Ethiopian churches. Did they have access to an Ethiopian Bible?
I'm just waiting on you.
No, did they have access to an Ethiopian
I'm just waiting on you to tell me what the
or not. Or not.
I'm just waiting on you to tell me what the Injil
or not.
Or do you not know?
Or not.
Or you don't know. Or you don't know.
Oh, okay. Very simple. Can you ask the question or not?
Or you don't know.
Right. So there's no point to your argument there.
It's a huge point to my argument.
Telling us that the wives of the prophets
who are the Christians there?
Avery, what is your point to your argument? Because they went and there were Christians there. What's the point?
The Injil that they were familiar with contained Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So my question to him is,
how are they familiar with that?
If he's saying the Christians,
how are the wives of the prophets know what they believe?
The Christians.
Hamza, what's on screen, Hamza?
The Christians. It says what was with them. The Quran says. Hold on, can I elaborate my argument? I'm just getting interrupted at every turn. I'm just getting interrupted at every turn. I didn't even get to go. I didn't get to finish.
So the
I didn't get to finish.
Do you have anything with you?
So the Quran says that it's confirming the Torah and the gospel. That's
shut up! I'm talking, mate.
The people who they affirmed were the Christians were Ethiopians, guys.
I'm reading. Right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. The Negus said to them, "Do you have anything with you from Allah?" Ja'far said, "Yes." The Negus said, "Then recite it to us." Ja'far recited from the memory of the surahs of Surah Al-Maryam. The Negus and the bishops in his realm were moved to tears due to what was recited, so their beards became wet. The Negus said, "Verily, this recitation and what has come from Moses have emerged from the same lamp. You are released by Allah. I will never surrender them to the Quran." So this is when he basically said, "I'm not going to send them back. We believe that what your prophet is coming with is from God." The question you asked is about what were they reading? Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What we do know for surety, yeah, because this brings me to the other point as well. You had this crazy notion.
Okay, can you
Because
keep
you
that
don't
up?
know what
Keep that up, Cowboy.
you.
Keep that up.
1 second, 1 second, 1 second. You had this crazy notion.
Can you keep that
And
up, Cowboy?
Okay,
Oh, the other one?
Yeah, the other one. Yeah, that one.
just 1 second. You had this crazy notion, and I don't know where you got this logic from. And I don't know why you call yourself Chef Logic. If you could explain this logic to me, I'd appreciate it. You think if you don't know what something is, you can't say what it isn't. Do you stand by that?
All right, so notice how you did all of this, and you
Do you
haven't
stand by that or not?
and you
Answer,
haven't
Stand by that or not?
you haven't answered my question.
Do you stand by that or not?
You haven't answered
Do you
my
stand
question.
by that or
I'm
not?
manifesting.
Do you stand by that or
So now,
not?
I'm gonna just wait until you
Just-
finish.
do
So
you
I can
stand
go.
by that or not?
Just wait until you go. Go ahead and finish.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, so when you said that you can't say what something isn't if you don't know what it is, do you stand by that?
I'm just wait for you to finish, since you can't answer my questions.
I'm asking. What was your
I
question?
know. I asked you a question. I asked you what is the Injil a long time ago. What was the Injil?
I have no idea what they were reading in.
Beautiful.
Nicaea.
So now, can I make my point, please?
What's your point?
All right, thank you. So right here with this quote, right? When you're talking about the Negus, when they said to them who they're acquainted with, I read to you guys earlier when they were with the Negus and they read the gospel. What was the gospel that they had with them? What was the gospel that they was reading, that they was affirming? With what they had was they had the Garima manuscripts, which
That's
are
what
Matthew,
you're-
Mark, Luke, and John that existed before the Quran was there. That's what they had. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church. They had Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John as the gospel. That's what they were reading. So I do know what it is, which is why I can tell you what it's not, Hamza. But you don't know what it's not.
Okay.
You can't
Okay.
tell me what it
One
is,
second.
Hamza.
1 second. No, that's not what I said.
The prophet
That's
didn't
not
live
what
in
I
Egypt.
asked you.
Lived in
You-
Medina.
No,
you
that's what I
misunderstood.
asked you. When you say you
No,
don't
no.
know
My
it-
question is no. My question is this.
When you
I'll tell you what I could do. I'll tell you what I could do.
when you don't know
See-
when you don't know what
No,
the-
no, no, no.
Hamza, ask for proof. Hamza, ask for
I'll-
proof.
I'll demonstrate it. Okay. I don't know what they were reading in Ethiopia. Me personally. Yeah, I've not looked into
I
what
do.
Bible.
I gave it to you.
Okay.
I just taught
But what I can say,
I just taught you what they were reading. I gave it to
what
you.
I can say, it isn't your New Testament.
Oh, so what are the Garima manuscripts that were?
Sorry. I missed it. Sorry.
Oh,
I missaid that.
it's okay.
Forgive
Go ahead,
Okay.
rewind it.
What it isn't is the Injil that the Quran refers to.
Got
So
it.
right. So what I'm saying to you is this: I don't know what they were reading, but I know what it isn't. Do you accept that principle?
And you have to prove
no,
it what
you
they were
don't.
reading
No,
in
you
Medina.
don't.
You have
No,
to.
no, no.
You have to prove what they were reading in
Hey,
Medina.
Hamza,
And
Hamza,
you-
Hamza,
No.
Hold on,
Shake,
Rumzi,
logic,
Rumzi,
shake
let's
logic,
start with
shake
this
logic.
logical point.
Hamza.
This is just a logical
It's a
point.
logical
I know.
point.
So, like, no, now let me.
So are you saying?
let me
Are you
counter.
saying?
Let me
1
counter.
second.
Hold on, Hamza. Let me counter.
No.
Since you're
It's a
going with
direct
that,
question.
since
It's
you're
a
going with
simple
that,
question.
Hamza, since you're going with that,
It's a simple question.
I want to know who
No, I'm
wrote
not
who wrote
interested in your
the who wrote the
deflections, mate.
Injil? Who wrote
Not
the
interested
Injil?
in your deflections, mate.
Who wrote
Not
the
interested
Injil,
in your
Hamza?
deflections. Not
Hum-
interested in your
Who wrote the
deflections, mate.
Injil?
Not
Trying to
interested
deflect,
in your
trying to deflect.
deflections.
Do you not know?
Can you answer the question, please?
Do you not know?
Are you standing by
No,
your
answer
statement?
the question, Hamza.
Are you standing by your
You
statement or
don't
not?
know what they were reading.
Are you standing by your statement or not?
You know that it wasn't the
Are you
Injil.
standing by your statement? Why are you
No,
afraid
no,
to answer the
I
question? I thought
stand-
you're Chef Logic,
Guess what?
mate.
I stand
We're
by my
talking logic
statement.
here, dude.
I
We're talking
stand
logic,
by
mate.
my
We're
statement.
talking your
I
language,
stand
mate.
on a 10
This is why you're known as
like I'm
no
supposed to
logic.
stand on the Torah and the
This is
gospel
why
that's
you're
been
the
revealed to me by my Lord.
antithesis
I
of
stand
logic.
on it. So
You stand
Hamza,
on it.
Hamza,
Okay,
since I
one
stand
second.
on it- no, stop.
No.
Since I
No.
stand on
Don't
it,
do the
Hamza,
deflection,
this is
mate.
what you have to
Don't
do.
do the
Since you
deflection.
know that they wasn't
Don't
reading
get
the
to
Injil,
deflect,
that
mate.
means that you
don't
know
get
what the
to
Injil
slide,
is.
mate. You
So
deal with
when
the
you know they
point.
wasn't reading the Injil,
Deal with the
you know
point.
they was reading the Injil.
Everyone
Okay,
can
but it's
see
hold
you're
on a
ignoring
second.
the point.
Avery, Hamza.
Deal with the point.
Are you gonna? Because he's been just
Deal with the
talking over
point
this
and the
entire time,
ramifications
and he
of the
hasn't
point.
been answering my
Let's put it back.
questions.
No,
Actually, Hamza, he said something. He said you don't know what the Injil is, but we do know what it is. ما نزل على سيدنا عيسى عليه السلام.
okay.
That which
Why-
was revealed to Isa.
All right,
Right?
beautiful.
We agree,
Why-
Hamza.
Beautiful. Was it
Okay.
written down?
Okay, well, it's irrelevant.
Wait, stop.
This is my
It's
question.
very relevant. Was
Why are
it
you
written
ignoring my
down?
question? Why are you ignoring my question?
Was the
Why are you ignoring
Injil
my
that was
question?
revealed to
Why are you
Jesus
ignoring my
written down?
question? You said this yesterday. I
Anybody
wanna
on the panel
clarify you
answer the
actually
question,
said it.
please?
I couldn't believe Chef Logic
Please
said
answer
this,
the-
and I'm trying to clarify.
Please answer the
Did you
question.
actually say this thing? Did you
Please
actually
answer the
say
question.
what I thought you said? Was I hearing
Please
things?
answer the question.
Did you say it or not?
Please
Did you
answer
say
the
it or not?
question.
Did you say it or
Can you
not?
answer the question?
Did you say it or not?
Was the
Answer
Injil
my
written
question.
down? Somebody answer this.
Answer my question.
I'm
No,
just
why
waiting.
should we answer your questions?
I'm just
You
waiting.
refuse to answer questions.
I'm just
you
waiting.
duck and dive, mate. Duck and dive,
I'm just
Mayweather.
waiting.
Yeah? Relax, mate.
Hey, I'm just
Relax.
waiting.
Answer the question.
Was the Injil
Answer
written
the
down?
question. Can you answer the
You're
question?
turning
please?
red, Hamza.
Everyone can see you're ignoring the question because you know you
everybody sees you ignoring everything that I asked.
You either do what he wants to or whatever. That's how it is.
Everything
You either do
I
what he
asked
wants
you
to or
the
whatever.
question, mate. I asked you the
What
question.
are we talking
You
about
can
here?
sit
What?
aside like snake oil salesman. It don't mean nothing. You still got to answer the question. Do you stand by what you said?
Hold on, Cowboy. How many
Do
people
you
do you
think
have
that's
watching the live
logically
stream?
coherent? Do you think it's
I've
logically
got
coherent?
1563 right now only.
1563. We got 3,600 watching on mine. So we
We're not
combine that.
interested in that. We're not interested in
All of
that.
these people about I'm not that good.
We
at
can
freaking
all
math.
see.
But
We can
roughly
all
about
see.
what 5,000
3,300 people can see
5,000 people
you
are
avoiding
watching.
the question.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Why are you
I don't
avoiding
see
the
how that's
question?
People are watching them
Brandon,
one way.
can I
Why are you
say
avoiding
something?
the question?
Can I?
Why are you
Brandon, can I-
avoiding the question?
Hold on.
Giving us a
Wait.
direct,
Was
logical
the
question.
Injil
Chef
written?
Logic, time to cook.
Was
Chef
the
Logic,
Injil
can you answer the
written
question,
down?
please? Can you answer the question, please?
Hamza, I don't
stand by
remember
your-
what the question was. Can you ask one more time, Hamza? I
Yeah,
want to hear the
of course I
answer.
can.
Look
Does he
at the
stand by the
catering to
claim?
Hamza.
Can you?
Come on, man.
Just because you don't know what something is means
This
you
dude has
can't
been
say
going
what
on a
it isn't.
monologue and talking this entire time.
This
You
was
gotta
his
let
Okay,
me
claim.
engage
that's
you,
okay.
bro.
You're
Yeah,
avoiding
so
the
I'll,
question. You're avoiding
that's
the
a good
question.
question. Just because you don't, what is it, Hamza? One more time.
Just because you don't know what something is doesn't mean you can't say what that thing isn't. He said you can't say what it isn't if you don't know what it is. This was his claim. I just want to clarify. Did he actually say that stupidity? Did he really say it? So I want to clarify he said it first before giving him the ramifications of that.
All right, so you saw the debate, so you saw my statement. You just repeated what I said. So now,
Well, I heard.
You did say that. So you did say that. Good.
Now watch
say
this,
that?
guys. Now this is the
Did you say
fourth
that?
question. This is the fourth question.
Did you say that's
Hamza asked me
stupidity?
that I
Did you
actually
say that's
answered.
stupidity?
So look. Hey, Brandon.
Answer
You
the
see
question.
I didn't hear your
You
answer,
actually say
Avery.
that.
I didn't hear your answer.
Do you see him interrupting me at every turn?
I
I'm
didn't hear
just
your answer, Avery.
clarifying,
Do you
mate.
see him
Did you
interrupting
actually
me? And he's
say that
turning red. He's
stupidity?
turning red. He's turning red. Yeah, the fake laugh doesn't help you here, man.
It's not fake,
Yeah,
mate.
the fake laugh doesn't help you here,
Fake
man.
hat doesn't help.
I'm
Fake
reading
laugh doesn't help
Chef
you here, man.
Logic.
The
I'm
fake laugh
reading
doesn't help
Chef
you here.
Logic, and you're so
I
logically
answered
incoherent.
Hamza's 5 questions. He still has yet to answer mine. Was the Injil written, Hamza? Yeah, go ahead. Fake laugh, you're through.
In,
Go ahead and
in
stall.
all fairness, I think he asked you the question first. I'm sure he won't.
No, he didn't
won't
ask the
mind
question
answering.
first. I asked this before this. I asked all of this before.
No, you
this.
didn't.
I asked
No,
this a
you
long
didn't,
time ago.
mate.
I asked,
You
what
asked
is
me.
the Injil? He
No,
told me
no,
that he
no,
didn't
no.
know.
You asked
And
me.
then I
I'll tell you what you asked me.
You mentioned
I
what
answered
the
your
Injil
question,
was.
mate.
I
I
asked who
answered
wrote
your
it, and then he
question.
asked me this question.
You asked me.
So now,
you
Hamza,
asked me.
answer
You
the
asked
question.
me. What? No.
Stop
You
running
asked
away.
me. You asked me.
Stop running away, my
What were
guy.
they reading in Abyssinia?
Come on, my guy.
And I said I didn't know.
Stop running away, my
And then you
guy.
repeated that
that was the
stupidity
first
of
question.
Stop running
yesterday.
away, my guy.
Right? So I'll say it again to
Stop
you.
running away, my guy.
You asked me a question. I answered your question.
You
All right? I answered your question.
you
okay?
you answered that you don't know what the Injil is.
No. I answered you.
Cowboy,
No, that's why I answered you.
And then
That's not
Cowboy
what I
helped
answered
you
you,
out
mate.
by saying we know
That's
what the
not what I
Injil is.
answered
That
you,
which
mate.
was revealed to Jesus.
You asked me a very
I
simple
then asked,
question.
was it written?
You asked
and
the
you
question.
right then,
What
right
were they
after that,
reading in
asked me,
Abyssinia?
did you
That
say
was
that
the
you
question.
can't say
What was your question?
what something
Wasn't your
is
question
or
to
is
me?
when you don't know what it isn't?
Wasn't
What
your
it isn't when
question
you don't
to
know what it
me?
is?
Wasn't your question to
So
me?
stop it, Hamza.
Randy,
What
can you
was the
control the
Injil they were
Guys,
reading in Abyssinia?
we're circling around.
Oh, okay.
You're
Wasn't that your
stalling.
question to me? Wasn't that your question to
Was
me?
the Injil written?
Hey, Chef Logic, wasn't that
Yeah,
your
was
question?
it written?
No, that was an extra question. That
That's
was
the
after my question.
That's the question.
No,
We don't mind answering it. I'll answer the question whenever it's my
one
turn.
second, Brandon. Don't allow him off
I
the
know.
hook.
Hamza.
Don't allow him off the hook.
Waiting for
He asked
Hamza
me
to
a
answer this.
question.
Don't
He asked me a
don't
question.
save him.
You
Don't
asked me the
save
question.
him.
You
Don't
asked
help
me the
him.
question.
He's cornered right
Mute
here.
him a second, please.
Was
Or
the
remove him
Injil
while we
written down,
This is
Hamza?
irrelevant. This is annoying now.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. I bet it
Yeah,
is.
you shut up.
When you're
You
stuck,
asked me
when
a
you're
question.
stuck in a
You
corner,
asked me a question.
when you're stuck
Did you
in a
ask me the
corner,
question about what
it
they were
gets
reading in
annoying, doesn't
Abyssinia
it?
or not?
It's troubling.
Did you ask me this question?
It's troubling.
Did you ask me this question?
Yeah, I asked you this. So what was it? Was it?
What did
written?
I answer? What did I
Yes or
answer?
no? Yes or no?
What did I answer?
Was the Injil? You didn't give the answer. Was the
No,
Injil
that
written?
question was later, mate.
No, it
You
wasn't
asked me,
later, mate.
what
It
was the
wasn't later.
Injil being read in Abyssinia?
Was
That was
the
your question.
Injil written down? Yes
That's
or
not what you
That was
asked.
later. That was later.
no,
The
that's
first
later,
question you asked
It
was
was
what
not later,
was
guys. It
No,
was not later.
no.
I asked
because
it
the
immediately
whole
after.
reason why we have the thing on screen
It's crazy.
was what led you to the
Wasn't
first
it?
question, which
Exactly.
was what were they reading in Abyssinia, and then you made the posit that you answered it yourself by saying they were reading Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, etc., right? That was the first question. Was what were they reading?
And then what did I?
And Hamza made the statement that he made a mistake. He was like, but I meant to say they They were not reading the Injil that was revealed to Jesus.
That's after
That was
I
the
asked
statement.
them, what is the Injil?
No,
right?
it wasn't. It wasn't.
then-
it wasn't.
then
You
he-
asked me.
and
No,
then
no,
he made
no.
the mistake. Then he made
That,
the
not
mistake.
at all.
Notice
Look,
how
no,
Okay,
not
we don't
at all.
even need to rehash it. At the end of the day, right now, he asked you, Hamza, what were they reading? Your answer is
no,
No,
my
his
answer.
question
My
to me
question
was-
wasn't what were they reading.
His
My
question to
question
me was a very simple
was
one.
the Injil written?
What was the Injil in Abyssinia in this
My question
Aramaic
was the
whatever
Injil written?
version? Okay, so he asked me a question as to what was the Injil in Abyssinia. That was his question to me. I answered, I don't know what they were reading in Abyssinia. That was my response. And then he repeated that stupidity of yesterday that I can't believe he said it yesterday, but he's kind of said it again. The idea, because you don't know what something is, means you can't say what it isn't. So now it came to my question, because his whole argumentation is based upon this idea that because if you don't know what something is, you can't say what it isn't. So I just want to understand, Chef Logic, is this something you stand by as a logical position, that if you can't say what something is, it means you can't say what it isn't? Are you standing by that?
Brandon, do I have ample time to respond?
Just answer the godforsaken question.
Honestly.
Do I have ample time
That's
to
the
respond, Brandon?
just respond.
Thank
right
you.
now.
Without, with
Seconds
no
to say yes or
interruption.
no.
So here I go. So I already answered your question on that, Hamza.
No, you didn't answer
I
my
already
question.
answered that. I do stand.
What was the answer? What was the answer? What was it? What was it? What was it?
Notice how 3 words, Brandon.
What was the answer? What was the
3
answer?
words I can't even get out before getting
Yes,
interrupted
no, okay.
by thing 1 and thing
No, you
2.
don't just answer and that's
Tell
it.
me,
I'm going to
Brandon, can I
interrogate your
talk to
answer,
what,
mate.
Brandon? Let me know, man.
No. Here's how it works.
Let me
Chef
know.
Logic.
Let me know how we do
Here's
things
how it
here.
works, Chef Logic.
Let me
Here's
know
how it
how we
works,
do
Chef
things
Logic.
here. Are we
Here's how it
afraid of
works.
what the Christian has to say?
Here's
in
how it
response?
works.
Are we
You answer a
afraid?
question.
Let me
You
know.
answer a
Let me know,
question.
Brandon.
Okay, so here's how it works.
Cowboy,
Chef
let me
Logic.
know. I'm talking to you,
Here's
Cowboy.
how it works, Chef
I'm
Logic.
only
Here's how it
interested
works,
in what
Chef
you have to say,
Logic.
Cowboy.
Here's how it works, Chef Logic.
I'm only interested
You
in what Cowboy has to
You
say.
get
He's
asked
the
a
host.
question. If you ask a question,
Cowboy, I'm only
and the
interested in
person
what you have to
responds
say.
to the question, you have
This
the
is
person
getting
will
tiring.
interrogate your answer.
It's either
You
I
don't
can
get
respond
just
to
to
him
say,
fully
"Oh yeah,
or
I
interrupt
stand
him,
by
Brandon,
it,"
or else
and it's
or this
logically
ends, you know?
incoherent, and you have the audacity to
Let me
sit
know.
there with
Let me
Chef
know.
Logic on your hat.
We're gonna let you answer, Avery, but don't answer by saying you've answered it before. Just answer.
No, you
Give us
can't
the
tell me how to
answer.
answer. You can't tell me that.
No,
Oh,
no,
we
no.
will. Oh, we will. We will. We will.
Brandon.
We will.
Here's how.
So
one
Brandon,
second.
can I speak
Brandon.
uninterrupted like he just spoke
No.
uninterrupted?
Shut up a second, Chef.
Cowboy,
Brandon.
Sometimes
Cowboy.
you have to guide the sheep.
Cowboy.
Sometimes you have to guide
Here's
the
the
can I
integrity.
speak
Yeah, you have to-
uninterrupted just like he spoke uninterrupted?
That is being interrupted. You didn't shut up when I was talking.
When you
anyway,
spoke,
Brandon.
Hamza, I let you speak because I'm not afraid of what a smirk said.
Stop
I'm not
whining.
afraid.
Brandon.
I'm
So
not
here's the thing,
afraid of what you
Hamza.
got to say,
The
bro.
reason I'm asking the
But
question.
you're so afraid of what
purposeful.
my response is. You're
Okay.
afraid of dealing with me because of what happened
the
last
thing,
time.
The thing is this, right?
You're still
With his
traumatized from
answer-
last time.
When he answers the question,
This is why
I
you
then
haven't
want to
been back.
interrogate his answer.
This is
because
why you haven't been
I'm going
back,
to
Hamza.
expose. I'm going to expose how he's
Hamza,
talking.
this is why you haven't
garbage.
been back. This is why you
Hamza,
haven't been back.
Hamza.
Thank you.
Let him answer. We'll let you reply, and then after that, I'm just gonna lay it out for right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Avery's gonna respond. Hamza's gonna take that, and then Rumzi, you can give your message after.
Oh, Rumzi's still in this? Okay. So Hamza,
bad for you, is it?
I literally told you, and let me give you the context in which I said this. In the context of you as a Muslim trying to tell me what the Injil is not when you don't know what it is. You can't tell me what it isn't if you don't know what the Injil is in the first place. Because how do you know that what I have is not it? How do you know that? You just told me when I asked you what is the Injil, you said you don't know. You don't know what they was reading. You don't know. So you don't know what the Injil is. And then I asked you on top of that, after this was laid out, I asked you after Cowboy stepped in to save you, and he says, we do know what it is. It was a revelation given to Jesus. My question immediately when he said that was it written? You then tried to jump in and say, wait, no. Wait, do you stand by this, by your statement, Logic? Do you stand by your statement when you said this and that? So your question came after mine. So you're trying to run away from the actual argument by wasting our time. I stand on the statement. I gave you the context in which I said the statement. Now deal with the argument. Was the Injil written down, Hamza? Yes or no?
It's good you stood on the statement because that shows your incoherence, logical incoherence. Okay. It's an absolute
answer the question.
Idiocy. So what you're saying is if you're looking for something, let's say you're looking for a red book and somebody comes with a blue book. I said, oh, this is the red book. He said, no, this is not the book. This is blue. I don't know where the red book is or what the red book is, but this is blue. So by definition, it can't be the red book. Okay. So from our Muslim paradigm, we know what the Injil is. It's a book revealed to Jesus, a revelation given to him. Okay. It's not a biography written by men who never met him. Okay.
How do you know
So
that?
what we can, because we know it's not.
How?
Because it was delivered to, okay. Can a biography written by men who never met Jesus be the same thing that was revealed to Jesus?
Yeah, why not? How do you know
Because-
it's not?
Well, one's a biography.
Yeah,
One's a biography written after the event, right?
What do you have on under that hat? What are you wearing under that hat?
One second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. I'm trying to hear the
Okay.
response. This doesn't help you.
Let me hear the response.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, okay. Why can't a book revealed to Jesus,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and a book written about Jesus by men who never met him be the
Decades
same
later.
thing?
Wait. You said men that never met him. So a lot of okay, good. A lot of assumptions here. Hamza.
No assumptions. Christian
it is.
scholarship.
So like,
mate.
watch this, Hamza. Was
Watch
Jesus
what?
given a physical book?
Watch what?
Was Jesus
Okay,
given a physical
I'll
book?
say it again to you. Understand the Muslim paradigm.
Yeah.
You're arguing within the Muslim paradigm.
Okay.
So, as Muslims,
Uh-huh.
we believe the Injil
Uh-huh.
was revealed to Jesus.
Uh-huh.
You accept that, yes?
Was it a physical book?
Do you accept that or not?
Sure, that's what the Quran says. Was it physical book?
Alhamdulillah. So, within the Muslim paradigm,
No answer. Mhm.
the Injil is a book delivered to Jesus, yes?
Was it a physical book?
Within the Muslim paradigm, it was a revelation.
Was
yes?
it? So is that a
Agreed
physical
or not?
book or not?
You agree or not?
What is it? Sure. Is it a physical?
How it was revealed is irrelevant.
Hamza.
Whether it was a physical
Hamza, you're
book,
running away.
whether
and
it
now
was
you're
whether
running
it was
away.
recitation. Okay, here's the thing. You see, your fake smiles
Hey,
and laughs don't help
you're
you.
stuck just-
Okay,
you're stuck just
okay.
like your boy was.
So,
You're stuck.
do you accept?
You're
Do you
stuck.
accept in front of all your audience here right now?
Notice he can't
Do
even
you
answer the question.
accept? Do you accept in front of all your 3,300 people watching
38.
right now that in the Muslim paradigm, the Injil was something revealed to Jesus?
In the
Yes or no?
Yes. Was it a physical?
In the
book?
Muslim paradigm.
Yeah. Now, here's my
okay.
question for you.
Right.
Was it a Physical book.
1 second.
Hold on.
1 second.
No. Answer
Let him
the
finish it.
question. He asked.
Right.
I asked the question. He still hasn't answered it.
No.
He still hasn't answered if the Injil was written. He's still not answering my question. I'm answering all of his.
No.
So answer my
Rumzi, real
question.
quick. I said after Hamza, did you finish your point?
No. We're going back and forth right now. We
No, let me just deal with this point.
we
Just deal with
finally
this
got to
point.
a
Then I'll
place
step
where we're
out and let
going back and
Rumzi
forth.
speak.
We finally got to a place
okay.
where we're going back and forth.
Oh, okay, good.
So
This
was
is
the
beautiful.
revelation given to
This is
Jesus?
where we need to be. This is the crux of everything.
Hamza,
Okay.
Hamza. Was the revelation given to Jesus, the gospel given to Jesus, was it a physical book? Yes or no?
I can't tell you that.
What do you mean you can't tell me? What does the Quran
can't
say?
tell
Okay, hold on. When you say physical, when it was revealed, did it come down in the form of a book that he
Yes.
grabbed with
Yes.
his hand?
Did he have an
Or was
actual?
it imprinted into his mind and then he spoke it and then they wrote it down, or he wrote it down?
So which one is it?
I can't go definitive.
I'm sorry, Cowboy. Which are you asking me? Which one? Or are you telling me which?
He's asking you which one you're referring to.
Yeah. So I'm
asking you when it says revealed, anzala means it came down from the sky as a book that was already printed on. It came from something that had a printer and whatever it was made of, and it was printed on these papers or papyrus or animal skins or whatever, and he grabbed it, and this was the Injil.
Yeah, is
that what you you mean?
That's what I'm asking. Is that what was given to him, or was it something that was simply oral?
No, this is not how, not simply oral. This is how all revelation came, is that it was revealed to the prophets, given to them all at one time, except for the Quran, which was given over a period of 23 years. And then they would recite it to their companions and they would write it down with their own hands.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. So Jesus did not have a physical revelation, a physical gospel.
No. That's not what he said.
Yes, he did.
He didn't receive
The same as the Quran.
He
The
didn't
Quran
say
is
that.
physical.
Okay, all right. Let me ask.
But it didn't come down in the form of a physical book, like it was floating in the air, and he grabbed it.
Let me just ask it, so just for we can get clarification here. Was Jesus walking around with a physical gospel? Yes or no?
We're not told, as far as I'm aware.
We're not told.
As far as I'm aware.
It's possible that he wrote it. We
far as
do
I'm
know
aware, as far as I'm
other
aware,
prophets
as far as I'm
before
aware.
Jesus
Babies.
wrote their gospels.
No.
Right? But there's
It's
nothing
irrelevant.
that I'm aware of
Good.
that says that Jesus wrote his gospel and was
Yes.
holding on to it as he was writing it.
All right.
Because all of the prophets knew their revelation by heart.
Good. So no evidence
They
that
had it
Jesus wrote a physical gospel and was walking around
No
with
one's
it.
claiming that.
Okay,
Never
good.
claimed he did.
So-
No, we're not claiming
I
it that he
didn't
wrote
say
it
that
down. We're
he
saying
did,
it's
but
No,
possible.
this is irrelevant,
It's
man.
possible.
This is what we call a red herring,
I
mate.
didn't make it.
Chef
I didn't-
Logic, this
I
is a
didn't
red
even
herring. Can you
claim
stop
that
with the
you
logical
did. I didn't
fallacies,
claim that
mate?
you did. So I'm still not clear on the answer. Did he or
How are
did
you
he
not
not?
clear?
Did he or did he not have a physical gospel with
We don't
him?
go
that he was walking
definitive
around
on
with?
this.
Answered that, Avery. Are you?
No, you
what are you
didn't.
wearing under that hat?
No,
Avery,
you
what are you
didn't.
wearing under that hat?
So
What are you
it's
wearing
like
under
many
that
other
hat?
things.
Yes or no?
لا نصدق ولا نكذب. Hold on. Avery. لا نصدق ولا نكذب. We do not affirm nor do we deny because there's not enough information to make a determination whether he had it written down or whether he was speaking it to his companions. Either one of those, it doesn't matter to us because he was teaching them the revelation no matter what.
Got
I'm
it.
waiting very patiently.
So you
That's
don't
our
know-
position.
Okay,
Rumzi,
cool.
Rumzi, what do you have to say?
Oh,
Wait, let me just finish
Okay.
this. Okay.
Go, go, go.
So in front of your 3,800 people,
I said that for a point. Hamza.
what was your point?
So you don't know what the Injil was.
Go on.
You don't know if it was a physical revelation or not. That Jesus was.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing what you just said.
Well, yeah. So you don't know.
So it's the same thing.
I'm laying out the details of how.
No, you're not. You're deliberately.
I'm layering what you don't.
There's no
know.
layer.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, it is.
I'll make it easy for you.
Yeah, it is.
We don't know whether or not the Injil was in a book form or whether it was just oral and people wrote it as he spoke. We don't know this.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
I
You don't need to
do.
repeat that.
All right, here's my question now. Was the Injil written?
Yes, we believe it was written down.
Who wrote it?
We don't know.
How do you know that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John didn't write it?
All right. Okay. I'll explain to you why. Because the Injil, you believe that the revelation that came to Jesus was written down by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
How do you know that they didn't write it? That's the question.
Brandon, can I please?
Was Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? Oh, so you're saying now that what they've copied is from the Injil?
I'm asking, how do you know that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John didn't write it?
Because
You're stuck
Hamza,
on
what he's saying is that how do you know? I'm not saying Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and John.
Ooh.
The Gospels known as
Matthew,
or
Mark, Luke,
written
and John.
by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. How do you know these are not eyewitness accounts? And then you
That's
just
not the
tear right into
question.
it, Hamza.
That's not the question of how
Brandon,
you know
can I-
these aren't eyewitness accounts. The
Yeah,
question
Brandon,
is, how do you know that they didn't write the gospel? Because you guys don't know who wrote the gospel, so it doesn't have to be written
Nobody
by.
knows.
It doesn't have to be written.
We don't
by
know who wrote.
Wait, let me land this. It doesn't have to be written by eyewitness accounts because you guys don't know if it was written by eyewitness accounts or secondary or third
No,
or
what
fourth.
we're saying, we don't
No,
know
no,
which.
no, no, no.
We're not going to say when we say we don't know. That means we don't know the name of the companion, if Jesus himself wrote it or if he had a scribe who wrote it. That's what we're saying. We're saying we're not going to go out on a limb and make a affirmative statement without knowledge. That's what we're saying.
Understand the gospel.
You can learn. You can learn a thing from that. You can learn from
You
that.
understand the gospels are a
if it was
biography, don't you?
written,
I know.
100%. Look,
One second.
if it was written, which we know it was because it reached some other people, it was either written by Isa alayhi salam
Mhm.
or by his companions.
Yeah.
But from who it was, we don't know.
Good.
Was it him? Was it a combination? Was it all of them?
One second.
So you
So
don't.
you
But
do
either way,
understand that
it
the
was
gospel-
written
So
as it
one
was
second.
revealed.
So
No,
how
no,
do
I
so how do
understand
you
the
know that
question.
Matthew?
I'll
Mark,
explain
Luke,
to you.
and
I'll
John
explain to
didn't
you.
write it?
I'll explain to you. Because Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are a biography.
How do you know that it wasn't a biography? How do you don't
It
know
is a
what?
biography.
You don't know
It
what
is
was
a
in it.
biography. It is a biography.
How do you know that the Injil was not a biography?
Rumzi?
The Injil is teachings.
Okay, very simple.
Wait,
very
how do you
simple.
know
There's
that?
no biography, is there?
Very simple. Very
A
simple. Very simple.
biography of events that happened later
Okay, one
would not be what is
One second.
revealed.
Revealed.
through the prophet
How could
Jesus.
events that happen later be the thing that was
One
revealed?
second. Okay, guys. One second.
Well, that's what
I'm gonna give an example. I'm gonna give an example. I'm gonna give an example. I'm gonna give an example.
This is
Hamza.
crazy.
No,
Oh, man.
take me off the screen. I don't need full screen. I want to talk to Hamza. I'm saying something to Hamza. Hamza,
Go on,
do you
go on.
believe in what was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad?
I do believe what was revealed.
Beautiful. Do we have biographies of the Prophet Muhammad?
We do.
Was this biography of the Prophet Muhammad given to the Prophet Muhammad?
No.
Does it contain some things perhaps the Prophet Muhammad may have said? Well, he did say, but
Yes.
things that he may
Yeah,
have
it
said?
does. Yeah, it does.
Good, beautiful, right? Would I be intelligent or would I be a boneheaded buffoon to claim, to think that
This is the
maybe
Quran.
Muhammad, peace be upon him, was given this biography of Muhammad, peace be upon him?
It's ridiculous. I just don't get the logic.
Avery, how many times we have to chop you, for God's sake? You're
That was actually
embarrassing
pretty good.
yourself.
That was
You're
pretty
absolutely,
good.
you're
Seriously.
you're embarrassing yourself, right? For God's sake.
No,
What
no,
are you
he's
wearing
gonna
on
do.
your hat?
I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. Ignore what you say and then say something else.
1 second. Avery, what are you wearing under your hat? Seriously, what are you wearing under your hat?
Yeah.
For God's sake. So Avery, now I'm gonna ask you a question.
No, it's my turn.
Was the
I'm gonna
Gospel of
respond to
John given to Jesus?
I'm gonna respond to that. Well,
Was the Gospel of John given to
I'm
Jesus?
gonna respond to that.
Answer the question. Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus?
Hey, Brandon, I let him speak.
Was the Gospel of John given? I'm pulling the same thing on you. Was the Gospel of John?
I let him.
Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus?
Now can I respond
He
to what
responded, but he didn't ask a question.
Was
He hasn't
the
asked a question. Well,
Gospel of
just
John
answer
given
this
to
question,
Jesus?
and then I'll give you time. Hey,
no,
Rumzi, don't interrupt him.
No, Cowboy, that's not fair. He just made an argument against what I just said. I have a chance.
No, I
have
embarrassed
a
what you
chance
said.
to respond to what
Embarrassed
you
you.
said. That's only fair.
So answer my. I didn't ask a question. I
think he.
I didn't ask a question. I made a statement. Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus?
Right now?
Thank you,
Rumzi. He deserves some redemption right now. Let's.
You can put it like that.
Well, he does.
You got to put it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and redeem Rumzi. I'm going to go ahead and redeem Rumzi here. Rumzi, do you know the contents of the Injil? What's in it?
You're asking me questions now.
Yeah,
you were going to respond. You're asking me
an argument.
Hold on. I can't ask you a question. You can ask me questions.
So I'm challenging you.
I'm going to answer. Hold on. You refuse to answer questions. I'm not going to answer. Make your argument. Make your argument.
Yeah, get it, man. You're a waste of time. So this is what Rumzi just did.
He's not
Rumzi
out of here. He's not responding to anything.
Let me finish, please.
I gave you the opportunity to respond to what I said.
I'm literally addressing your argument.
Well, don't ask me questions.
Relax. So Rumzi just made a false equivocation.
Let him answer, so you can ask your question. He'll answer it after he talks. Let Avery finish.
We're still on line.
Answer your question, and he'll answer.
Line of question.
I have one more question before. I guess we let him. I don't know. We'll see. I've got another question coming up. So Avery, make another. What your reply was.
Thank you so much. So Rumzi, what you did was, and you don't know this, you actually do this all the time. You talk too fast, but you don't know the fallacies you make. You
embarrassing you.
Yeah.
Embarrassing
you made a false equivalence. You're embarrassing yourself. You're humiliating yourself. You brought up a biography of Muhammad, right? A biography of Muhammad. When you have information of the Quran, you know what the Quran is. Somewhat, it depends on what sect you're asking and what hadith you go to. It depends on if you ask Ibn Masud or I don't know who you ask. But you have an idea of what the Quran is. You have an idea of what the Quran is. You have an idea of the contents of the Quran, right? But what you don't have is you do not have this information about the gospel that Jesus was going around preaching. You do not have this information. You do not know who wrote it. You do not know the contents of what they wrote.
I was just refuting anything I said.
Let me finish, please. No, I'm not. I'm actually refuting you. I'm showing you how you falsely made a false equivalence here. So you know the contents of the Quran. You have an idea of it. You have an idea of the contents of the Quran.
I didn't mention the Quran.
And you actually know that the Quran is not a biography of Muhammad. You know that. But what you don't know, guess what? What you don't know, Rumzi, what you don't know is what the gospel is. You don't know the contents of it. So you don't know if it was a biography of Jesus and that actually was the revelation. You don't know. So you're getting,
Avery.
Hold on, because
Brandon, I'm going to respond to that. I'm going to respond to that.
I'm going to respond to finish. Rumzi, let him finish.
Stay in there. Let him finish. Stay in there. Stop trying to jump out the pot. Stay in there. So, because you don't know the contents of the Injil, you don't know who wrote it, you don't know what it was, when it was, where it was, you can't tell me that it wasn't in a biography when you don't know that. You don't have an idea of the contents. So what you need to do, if you know that it wasn't a biography, show me the Injil and prove to me that it wasn't a biography. Show it to me.
Beautiful. Can I refute it? Can I refute him now?
Make sure you stay in here. Make sure you don't.
Let me jump
out. Don't try to jump out.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Brandon, Hamza, let me ask you, Hamza. If I go up to a non-Muslim who's never read the Quran before, and I give him this biography of the Prophet Muhammad, what would he automatically assume? That this biography about the Prophet Muhammad, he's never read the Quran, he's never touched the Quran, he's never read the Quran, maybe he's never heard of the Quran. If I hand any Tom, Dick, and Harry who has an ounce of brain matter in their head a biography about the Prophet Muhammad, would they ever in their right mind say that this was a revelation given to the Prophet Muhammad? No one would ever say that. Even if you've never touched the Quran, even if you've never read the Quran, which I know you haven't, Avery, even if someone has never touched the Quran, never read the Quran, never even heard about the Quran, no human being in their sane mind You are a Trinitarian, though, so it makes sense. But no human being in their sane mind would ever pick up a biography of an individual and say that this is something given to the individual. It talks about this person's life in the future. This happened. This thing happened. That happened. They died at this time. They died at that time. They died at that time. This thing happened to them. You would never, in your right mind, I don't know what you've been sipping on. I don't know what you've been cooking. You poisoned yourself, whatever you've been cooking.
You just
Anyone with an ounce of brain matter would never assume that a biography given to an individual is a revelation given to, what do you call it? A biography of an individual was a revelation given to the individual. You would never assume that. So now, Avery, I'm going to ask you a question, which you avoided.
I'm going back.
Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus?
I'm about to respond to you now. Watch this. You just
answer the question. No, Brandon, he's avoided this question. Answer the question. Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus?
No, stop now.
You don't like answering questions. You're afraid of my question.
You just embarrassed. No, you're afraid of me. You're afraid of me.
I've humbled you.
Yeah,
my son.
I bet.
Christians, this is the guy you guys want me to debate. This is the guy you guys want me to debate.
Now. I'm about
Brandon,
to
make him answer my question.
Don't be afraid of what I got to say.
Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus?
Don't be afraid of what I got to say.
Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus?
All right, Avery, will you respond to his question if you respond?
I'm going to respond. Yeah, I'm going to respond.
What? Answer my question.
I know.
Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus?
I'm going to respond to everything.
Christian, this is the guy you want me to debate. This is the guy you guys are begging me to debate.
He's able to respond to my questions as well because he didn't respond to it.
I'm not, for God's sake, just answer the question.
Here it is.
Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus?
Can I respond? Because he's a little hyper like usual.
Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus? I'm waiting. I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait.
Yeah, your eyes are a little red.
Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus? I'll wait. I'll wait.
All right. So can I respond respectfully?
Was the gospel
Muslim Catholic?
Yes or no? Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus? Yes or no?
He's going to interrupt this entire time.
Was the Gospel of John given to Jesus? Yes or no?
I didn't interrupt him when
I'm going to give him 30 seconds to answer. He's not going to answer.
You don't do anything. All right, Peter. All right, so I can talk now. So, all right. So what he did was, again, guys, he made another false equivalence. He said, if I show anybody
he's not answering the question.
Biography of Muhammad,
he's not answering the question.
He will answer in his response. Let us see if he answers it. If he doesn't, then he won't answer it.
Oh, yeah. Just let it go. So he said, if I show anybody this biography of Muhammad, will they believe that this is a revelation given to Muhammad? Will they believe that this is the same thing? Hold on a second. Rumzi, if anybody went and showed them the biography that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John wrote, would they believe? What would they say it is? Now, I'm not asking you. This is a rhetorical question. I'm not asking you to answer this. If anybody went around with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and Christians in the audience, answer this for me. Christians in the audience, answer. If anyone went around with with Jesus's biography that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John wrote,
he's on stage.
What would they say it is? All of them would say this is the revelation of God, the inspired word of God, the gospel of Jesus Christ. So we know what the gospel is. Everyone has an idea of the contents of the gospel, and what the biographies that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John wrote is the actual gospel of Jesus. But you guys don't have an idea of this. You don't know who wrote it. You know,
you've already moved, Avery.
Just so
you're
telling us what
I said he wasn't gonna. I said he wasn't gonna answer. Guys, everyone, guys.
You didn't stop. Everyone, guys. You didn't stop.
What was my question, guys? What was my question, brothers? All the people in the audience.
Rumzi, be quiet. Be
all
fair,
the people.
man.
You had your chance to speak.
Avery, were you not finished?
Hold on.
Rumzi, hold on. Avery, were you not finished?
I wasn't finished. I wasn't close.
I wasn't finished a long time ago. Okay, hurry up. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna take my sweet time, man. I can't overcook you. I gotta take my time, man. I gotta feed you all. So if you were to hand anyone the so-called biographies that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John wrote, everybody's gonna say that's the gospel. That's the gospel. Everyone in history said that's the gospel.
The majority.
That's the gospel.
Bandwagon fallacy.
But wait. Oh, but you just did this, Rumzi. He just said, I'm quit. I'm Rumzi, you're an absolute joke. I just did exactly what he did, and he said that that's a fallacy. Bro, this is what you just committed. So I'm showing you how dumb your argument is. So if you're saying that my argument is dumb right now, then hey, I should. Hey, look, here you go, man. Take it. Take the chef hat, man. It's you, since you just cooked your.
Remind me what Ramsey's argument was.
Remind
me what Ramsey's argument was.
No, my question. I have to ask him a question.
So his argument is, no one would say that the revelation given to a person is an actual biography of the person itself. That's what he's saying. My question to you guys was, how do you know that? How do you know that Allah didn't reveal to Jesus a biography of Jesus? You don't know that. That's number. Just saying.
Doesn't make any
Just
sense.
saying it's ridiculous or that it doesn't make any sense.
And you just
Not
said
an
something
answer.
about every
Guys, let me
Hamza, he didn't answer my question. Let him answer my question. He didn't answer.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay, here, not even if it's ridiculous, because that could be
Let me
construed as
finish.
Right, he's
emotional.
going on.
Is
and
that
I just-
consistent? Hold on. Rumzi, Hamza, he's going to answer the question.
Your argument.
Avery,
Oh
is
my
that
goodness. I'm
consistent
getting
with the
interrupted.
revelation that was given before? Is the revelation that was given to previous prophets their biography and the words that people who never met them wrote about them? Is that the consistent with previous revelation?
That's a presumption that you have. I'll answer that in the middle of this. So the previous scriptures, you have the prophet's stories about them. In the Torah, it contains the story of Moses. And the Torah.
I'm asking you the revelation given to the prophets, not what you consider scripture.
Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah, that is the word of God, is you have Jeremiah's story in there. So yes, you have the inspired word of God in the previous scriptures. The scripture was about
we're saying word of God, not inspired word of God written by other people who.
He's ignoring my question.
Let me finish what I was saying. Stop interrupting. Anyway, so you don't know if it was if Allah revealed an autobiography or not. Now, but here's another thing though. Because
I'm asking you consistent to what revelation was given to the prophets. For example, what was given to Moses, not what was written about him by others.
I can't even finish.
Do you know what was given to Moses according to the Bible?
I can't even land my plane. You're helping Rumzi, man. Keep him in the pot. Stop.
What was given to Moses?
Hey,
do you know what was given to Moses?
Cowboy, I have no problem engaging with you. I have no problem.
I understand.
So let
I know
he's not answering my question.
Let me
Rumzi, hold on. I just want to know. Do you believe what was given to Moses was the books of other people written about him, or was he giving something in particular? What was he given as revelation from God on the mount?
Moses wrote Deuteronomy. Moses wrote Deuteronomy. Joshua finishing it. Moses wrote Genesis, Exodus, and Leviticus. So I answered.
What was revealed to God from him to him from God?
I answered your question.
No. What was revealed from God to him?
Point, because you're interrupting.
According to Exodus,
you're supposed to be moderating fairly here. You're not letting me finish, bro.
According to Exodus, that's not what the Bible says. It's not what Joshua finished.
Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead.
According to your own Bible, I know, Avery, but I'm asking you, according to the Bible, what was revealed to Moses?
I told you, Cowboy. I have no problem engaging with you as long as you let me finish my plane. I have no problem.
I understand. You finished. You said that which was Deuteronomy, Leviticus.
My son is avoiding me.
I have no problem engaging fairly. Let me finish cooking the potato.
Ask him a question.
He's trying to jump out the pot.
He hasn't answered it.
He's trying to jump out the pot.
Avery,
trying to bring him down. Trying to help him.
What was revealed from the Most High to Moses?
There's another
peace be upon him. According to Exodus, what was revealed to Moses?
Okay, thank you. So
do you believe it was what Joshua finished? Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Exodus, the Pentateuch. Is that what was revealed?
I'll answer that once I finish. So in finishing my response to Rumzi, and I'll get to your question, Muslim Cowboy. Finishing my response to Rumzi, he said the argument was dumb, which is the argument that he actually made. So the Injil was written down. They don't know by who. They don't know the content.
Support what you just said. Can you support what you just said?
They don't know who wrote it. They don't know the content of it. So they don't know.
Guys, he's not answering my question. Why do you guys keep letting him get away?
Let me finish. So they don't know if the contents of the Injil.
Can you not clarify as you go?
The contents of the Injil contain the biography of Jesus. You don't know.
You didn't just do what Rumzi did to you. You didn't just do it.
How it is.
You didn't just do what Ramsey did to you. Okay. You didn't.
Hamza, he's not answering my question.
No,
he's avoiding
Ramsey. You took him to school, and then he started talking about everyone will agree this is the gospel and this is revelation.
You guys are making it too easy.
Christians don't believe that. All Christians don't believe that. You know, Bob the Builder doesn't even believe it's all revelation. So it's like, I don't understand how he thinks there's a monolith of Christians.
Or a monolith of Christians who believe this since the beginning of Christianity.
Do you believe a revealed book from God can have error? Ramsey, it'll come to your question. Do you believe revealed books from God contain error?
Hamza,
mistakes.
Hamza, trying to change the argument. It doesn't help.
Do you?
Doesn't help.
Do you or not?
Doesn't help.
Do you or not?
Doesn't help either,
Ramsey. Ramsey.
It does help. It does help.
So saying that it's ridiculous, saying that it's ridiculous, that it couldn't be auto.
You just asked the question.
It couldn't be biography.
No, because you just made a claim, mate.
Because that would be ridiculous.
No, because you just made the claim. You made the claim. No.
So
you made the claim.
How do you know that the Injil that was written was not a biography of Jesus?
I'll explain. You just said that every Christian, if you showed him the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, will all be in agreement that this was revealed to Jesus, or this is revealed revelation.
Yeah, I
That's
said
what you
revealed
said.
revelation. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
right.
didn't say
But all Christians
revealed
don't
to
believe
Jesus.
that. They don't believe that.
All Christians believe that the gospel is the revelation of God. All
No,
of
they
them.
don't.
Matthew,
No,
Mark,
they
Luke, and
don't.
John. Okay, good.
No, they don't.
Okay, good.
No, they don't.
Okay, so you said that they don't. Now answer the question.
Sentinel Apologetics. He does
Yeah.
not believe.
Oh,
No,
all
they
right,
don't.
yeah, well, bring their quotes up.
Oh, okay.
Hamza.
Listen.
Oh, Hamza,
Do you
answer the
accept? Do you
question.
accept by
How do you
default?
know?
Do
How
one
do you
second,
know
one
that
second.
the Injil
Do you
was not a
accept?
biography of Jesus?
Do you accept by
Okay.
No,
default?
answer the
do you
question.
accept-
You haven't
do
been.
you
You've been
accept by
running from this.
default?
You're avoiding my question, you
Right.
bum.
No, you've been
Do you
avoiding. You've been
accept by
running this, potato.
default? Do you accept that or not?
Rumzi, you're on timeout, man. Let the men
Do
talk.
you accept that?
Hamza,
Ah,
can you show me?
Oh, shut up.
Sorry,
Shut
go
up.
Rumzi. Go Rumzi.
Avery, I
Hamza,
own you. Be
show me,
quiet.
man.
I own you, Avery.
Okay.
One more time.
Hold on a
Avery,
second.
the question you have ran from the fourth time. One more time. Brothers and sisters,
I own
everyone
you.
watching, all the fangirls on this channel, everyone listen carefully.
I
I
own
asked him
you,
this
man.
question not once, not twice, maybe
Stop
five,
trying to
at
jump
least
out
five
this
different
pot,
times.
Rumzi.
One more time.
Same
One
thing
more
with you,
time.
Hamza.
Avery,
Stop trying to
is the
jump out the
gospel?
pot, man.
Stop. Be quiet. Stop manifesting.
Stop
Get the
trying
Holy
to
Spirit out of
jump
you.
out the pot,
Get the Holy
fellas.
Spirit out of you. Get the Holy Spirit out of you.
Stop trying to
Is
jump
the
out the
gospel of
pot,
John?
fellas.
Was the gospel of John given to
I'm
Jesus?
telling you, I know it's difficult.
Was
I
the
know
gospel of
the
John given
stew
to
is
Jesus?
hot, man. I know it's hot.
Keep coping. Was the gospel of
I
John
know
given
it's
to Jesus?
hot. I know it's
Was
hot.
the gospel of
All
John
right.
given to Jesus?
Hey, Avery.
Yeah.
I want us to make some progress before we go to the.
Brandon, he's
my
avoided this
next
question. You
point.
guys keep letting him
I
off the hook.
understand. I know. I want to go to the next point.
I
I've been waiting forever on because this is a debate review. We're supposed to be
Brandon,
reviewing
I
the
need to go.
debate,
Brandon, I
and
need-
Well, you gotta
Avery
make it
agrees to
fun,
this.
right?
He knows that's why he's here. We were going to talk about the debate, so I want to finish this. Avery, you'll answer one of Rumzi's questions, whatever question he
No,
asks.
he has to answer mine.
Rumzi, you'll answer one of his questions, whatever
on,
question he
Brandon,
asks.
he's
we
ignored
can
my
move on.
question for the past.
I
15
understand,
minutes.
No, you've
but
been
I'm making this
15
rule
minutes.
for us to
15
move
minutes.
on. Rumzi, I don't care how long it's been.
He hot.
He's going to answer your question, whatever question is. You'll answer one of his questions.
You're
I need to
Whatever
hurry up and
question
go-
it is.
okay, hurry
You're
up.
blinking too
I need
much,
to hurry
Rumzi.
up.
You need to relax.
And
gotta-
but
I gotta go pray to the God to the God.
You got you.
I gotta go pray to the God.
I gotta
I need to go.
Rumzi.
Avery, I need to go
Rumzi,
pray to the
if
God.
you
Your God.
Get
worship.
together,
Let's go,
calm
come on.
down.
Rumzi, so we can move on.
One more time. Yeah, no
Relax.
problem.
Try it again. Go ahead. Try it again.
No problem.
I gotta go
One
pray
more
to
time.
God. Jesus.
Rumzi,
The gospel of John given to
Avery's
Jesus.
going to answer. Then Avery's going to ask a question after he answers, and then you'll answer.
Fine, but he has to make it quick. I have to go worship the God Jesus worshipped. One more time. Very simple. Was the gospel of John given to Jesus?
Okay. So before you go and pray to the God that Allah prayed to, I got to help you out here. So according to Ibn Ishaq, John's gospel.
Just answer the question.
John's gospel is the revelation of Jesus. According to Ibn Ishaq.
I'm not talking. You don't look like Ibn Ishaq. Do you look like Ibn Ishaq?
He didn't.
Okay, well, okay,
First
one
of all,
second.
Avery, you just said the same God that Allah prayed to.
Brandon, one second. Ibn Ishaq is a
Yeah,
mix
before
of
he goes
truth.
straight to the God that Allah prayed to.
One second. Brandon. The gospel of what do I call it? What's it called? Ibn Ishaq is a mix of true and false information. I have no problem. That's fine.
So?
I have no problem if Ibn Ishaq say that.
He's quoting Muhammad.
That's not a hujjah upon us. That's not
Oh,
hujjah upon us.
now.
That's not hujjah.
It's not
One more
hujjah
time,
now.
Avery. Was the gospel of John given to Jesus?
According to Ibn Ishaq, John's gospel is the revelation of Jesus.
Good to know. Was the gospel of
That's
John
what Ibn
given to
Ishaq
Jesus?
says. I'm gonna go with your source.
Good to know. Was the gospel of John
I'm
given
gonna
to
go with
Jesus?
your sources, Rumzi. Is he
Was
wrong?
the gospel of John given to
Rumzi, is he
Jesus?
wrong?
Brandon, is he answering? Brandon, has he answered my
I
question?
answered you.
He has
Brandon,
no.
I answered
According
you.
to you, not Ibn Ishaq.
Brandon, was
Thank
the
you.
not Brandon. Avery, was the gospel of John given to Jesus?
Guys, Hamza cried earlier that I wasn't talking
Was the
about
gospel
Islamic
of John
paradigm.
given to Jesus?
Now,
Avery, you're
now
avoiding
go
the
to
question.
Islamic paradigm.
Was the
And now,
gospel of John
now y'all
given
don't
to
want me to
Jesus?
go under Islamic paradigm? What y'all want?
Was the gospel of John given?
What we
One
doing
more
here,
time.
man?
Brandon, guys, please let me speak.
What we
Avery,
doing here?
you know this well. Avery, shut up. You know this
Hey,
very
Avery,
well.
shut up.
Ibn
What we
Ishaq, be
doing
quiet. Be quiet. Hush.
What we
Hush.
doing here,
Hush.
man?
Avery, you know this
Y'all-
very well.
y'all wanted-
Ibn Ishaq, be quiet.
Y'all wanted me to
Get him to be
stay
quiet. Get him to
under
be quiet.
Islamic
Get him to
paradigm,
be quiet. Get him
but
to be
now
quiet.
are crying
Brandon,
that
get him to
I'm
be quiet.
staying under
Brandon, get him to be
Islamic
quiet.
paradigm.
Brandon, get him to be quiet. Brandon, Hamza, please let me finish. Avery, you know well, and your audience knows well, Ibn Ishaq, we don't take as a fully reliable source of information.
Fully reliable, huh?
Be quiet. Be quiet.
Was this
You know this well.
unreliable?
Stop it. Stop. I'm a Muslim. I'm not a Christian.
Hey,
I
they
don't know
muted me
these-
again, guys.
Be quiet.
They
Be
muted me
quiet. You're
again.
not muted. Be quiet. You're
But
not
it's
muted. Be
okay.
quiet. As a
It's
Muslim,
okay. They
I do
can't
not
get out
gullibly
the problem.
swallow what anyone says about my prophet or about anything. Ibn Ishaq,
They
you
can't
know
get out
well,
of
as the greatest of scholarship, Ibn Ishaq is, in fact, he says this in his own title, his own introduction. Ibn Ishaq is a mix of true and false information. Appealing to Ibn Ishaq does not better your position. It does not worsen my position. Answer the question. Was the gospel of John
He just
given
took
to Jesus?
himself.
Bring the doctor. You're gonna go
I'm
pray
not.
doctor.
You're letting him ignore my question.
Yeah.
Was the gospel?
Hey guys.
I already.
Yeah.
Was the gospel of John given to Jesus?
Yeah. Let me answer you. Let me answer you because I already.
No. Yes or no? Yes or no? Was it given
I'm
to
about to
Jesus?
respond to you. So guys,
Was it given to Jesus?
you just cooked yourself because you don't have what we don't have, guys. We don't have Ibn Ashaq's original narration. What we have is
none of this matters.
It's irrelevant to my point.
We're asking about the Gospel of John. We're not asking about Ibn Ishaq.
Let me make the point.
Ibn Ishaq is not a fully reliable source of information.
Let me make the point.
We don't take everything Ibn
Let
Ishaq
me
says.
make the point. Watch this. Just
we don't take everything from Ibn
Stop
Ishaq.
panicking. You in panic mode, boy.
We don't
Watch
take
this.
everything from Ibn Ishaq.
Hey guys, watch this. Watch this.
Are you deaf, dumb,
Watch
and blind?
So
Everyone can see this. Avery, everyone can see you're deflecting.
Fear in his face. And he's blinking a lot. Look, y'all look at him blinking.
Everyone can see I'm scared. I'm
Yeah,
scared.
look,
Look at this. I'm
blinking.
scared. I'm so scared. Look
You
at this.
need to
I'm
calm
scared.
down, man.
I'm
Your
terrified.
blood
I'm
pressure's
terrified.
high.
One more time, Avery.
So
Was
look, guys,
the gospel of John
guys,
given
look.
to Jesus? You're muted.
Guys, look.
We do
No,
not
okay.
take.
They muted me again, guys.
We do not take all the information from Ibn Ishaq
Hey, man,
as
if you guys
authentic.
are gonna keep
You know
muting
this
me,
well.
this is a
We do
this is
not
Look,
take
Avery, can you answer it? Yes or no? Can you answer it?
already
One
answered.
second. Let me.
So
Okay,
I wanna
Brandon, can I-
prove-
Brandon, can I ask
Can you answer the
I
question in
already
a yes or no
I already
fashion?
answered.
You did not.
You didn't.
I
You
already
didn't
answered.
answer the
The
question.
answer is
According to
Brandon,
Ibn
let's-
Ashaq,
Brandon,
according to
listen,
Ibn
Brandon.
Hasham,
I'm going to say this.
who's the
I'm going to say
editor
this.
of
I'm going
Ibn
to say
Ashaq,
this.
who
One
left
second. You
in
deflected from my
what
question.
he thought was authentic.
Brandon, mute it.
Ibn
Brandon, mute it.
Hasham removed everything.
He's not fully
that was
authentic.
not
You keep
authentic.
appealing to Ibn
Yeah,
Ishaq.
that
We don't
doesn't
take
mean
him
that.
as fully authentic. We don't take his writings.
Hey, look at these guys. They're
as
muting me
fully
now.
authentic.
Look at them muting me. This is it. I appreciate you guys.
Why are you?
Oh, he's
Why are you
running.
forcing me
Appreciate
to
you guys
accept this
He's
like
point?
doing his
Yeah, yeah,
laces.
I'm
He's
running.
doing his laces.
Hey, Cowboy.
Because we got near the
Can you have
Bible.
another stream?
Avery's
Guys,
doing his
can you have
laces.
another stream?
He's getting ready to run.
Guys, one more question before you go,
Brandon,
Avery.
let me
No,
address
no,
that.
he's still going. He's got to
Let me
answer.
address that. Hey, Cowboy, you have another stream?
He's doing his laces.
I'm gonna try to join. Hopefully,
close to the Bible.
it can be where it's conducive,
Brandon, let me
where
ask you.
I can
Brandon, let me
actually
ask you.
speak and
Brandon,
make
can
my
you hear me?
points
Can you hear
fairly. Okay,
Brandon,
but this
very
one I got muted. I'm
Time
done.
to run. Time
Rumzi.
to run.
Brandon,
Scott.
very simple. Brandon, let me ask you.
Take care of you
Do
guys.
Muslims
Time
take
to run.
one second. Hamza and Brandon, do any Islamic scholarship take
They had to mute me, ladies and gentlemen. They had to mute me. Boy, was that a cook fest. Let me make the point that I was about to make. This is why he ran away from Ibn Ishaq and tried to, what he says is not hujjah upon us. It's not authoritative on us. Some things are good, some things are not. Watch this, guys. We don't have any of Ibn Ishaq's original texts. We don't have it. What we do have is what Ibn Hisham, his student, edited from the works of Ibn Ishaq. Okay? Now, why is this important? Because Ibn Hisham, and he states this in the book. You guys can find this. If you get his book, you get the book, he states it. He says that Ibn Ishaq had a lot of false narrations and weak narrations in there, right? That he included in his work. So Ibn Hisham says that he removed what was not authentic. He removed what was weak. Guess what he left in there, ladies and gentlemen? Because remember, Ibn Hisham is editing it. That's what we have. We have Ibn Hisham's edited work of Ibn Ishaq's work. So guess what he left in there? He left in the part where Ibn Ishaq records a story where Muhammad is talking about the companions of Jesus and says that John wrote the gospel of Jesus. He left that in there. He left that in there. So why is he saying, oh, well, this isn't authoritative, oh, this is weak, when Ibn Hisham left in what was authentic? What are we doing here, man? What is we doing here, dog? Sam, if you want to come up, man, you can come up. Oh, man. Hey, I'm telling you guys, that a place like that is my happy place. A place like that is my happy place. Hey, 100, if you can you put up a thumbnail for me, please? Can you put up a thumbnail for me of me and us and replace this thumbnail that I have here so that everybody can see this? Go ahead and replace that for me. Guys, what a cook fest.